orcs that are glancing over the rules. So might be fun actually. All right, here we go.
We're live, by the way. Good to go.
And we're live. Let's see here.
Oh, baby.
Complete with the porn music. Gotcha.
All right. So it is about 2:00 p.m. on August 21st, 2017, and you guys are all kind of on a plane on your way back from Gencon, and you're heading over the Midwest and on your way to a connecting flight. And it's like all of you guys, all three of you are kind of in a row, kind of over the wing, and like the sun is kind of like glaring in the window, and there's like one guy, like this guy with a like he's kind of overweight, the black shirt, kind of smells bad, white puffy beard, next to, I don't know who's in the middle, who's sitting in the middle.
I would not take a middle seat.
So Goats is in the middle. So Goats is sitting next to this guy, and he kind of like adjusts himself and just kind of tries to sneak one out, but it's just, and he just looks at you kind of embarrassed, and then looks back out the window.
It's like, really, dude? Oh, man.
And he kind of apologizes under his breath. You notice, like he has like a Russian accent. He's like, I'm very sorry, too much schnitzel. kind of gives a laugh.
I'm gonna shake my head and rest my head on my arm, my hand. Is, oh my god, I wish this fight was over.
It oddly enough smells like Totitos.
And next to Ghost, so on Ghost's left, on the aisle seat, who would that be?
That would be me.
Rivers is gonna luck out then. So that'd be Spaz. So Spaz kind of in the aisle, and he sees the waitress, the flight attendant, kind of going up and down the aisle, offering snacks and Coke and that sort of thing. And I don't know if you guys like to drink or not. You might be a little tiny bit hungover, so she offers you, like, you know, beer, wine, liquor for cash, or you can have a Coke and some pretzels.
I'll definitely take some of that Coke and pretzel.
So she hooks you up with
Water.
Coke and pretzels, and then she looks to her right and sees Rivers there, in another aisle seat, and she's like, "For you, sir."
Yeah, I'll take and he kind of, for myself, I kind of like stroke my facial hair and kind of ponder for a little bit, like, I'll take a Coke and some pretzel.
Okay. So as you get that Coke and pretzel, you kind of lucked out because there's somebody in the middle seat next to you on your left, and she starts to chat you up a little bit.
Oh, baby!
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby!
So she's reading like what looks to be like some sort of textbook, and she has on this like UCLA shirt, and you guys have made some small talk on your way so far, and it's like she's on her way back to California for school, and she was like one of the hired help at Gencon doing cosplay, and she absolutely knows zero about gaming, but she sees you order the Coke, and then she just gets a beer and sips it, and like kind of asks you a little bit about how your weekend was up at Gencon.
Oh yeah, and I'll just start off by saying, well, I namely went there to see a friend of mine. I hadn't seen him before. We play a lot of board games online, and other than that, and I probably look like completely different than the average stereotype gamer. I'm like 6 foot. I have a bald head. I look like a neo-Nazi skinhead, actually, but and I've got this like half a foot beard going on right now, and yeah, and I look over and I'm like, well, like I said, I've known these fellows for a long time. It was nice going out there. What were you doing there?
She says, I was hired. Somebody paid me some money to play very well. Out, eat, walk. Num num.
Nub nub indeed. Nub nub indeed. It's like I really don't know much about Star Wars myself, and I will try to charm the shit out of this chick. Gotta stop off at a like a hotel after this for rendezvous.
I will roll a cock block.
So why don't you just do you've chatted her up before. Let's just do like 2 beneficial eye and 1 not, 1 difficulty.
Yeah, sure. Fuck, how do I even roll in the system? It has been a minute.
Yeah,
oh,
so
it's at the top.
It's at the top. You can just manually adjust it and then set your charisma there, and it'll tell you if succeed or fail. Perfect.
Ooh.
Fail.
Is there something is there something I can do to change this?
Yeah, well, you can there's that push yourself thing.
Oh,
where you can add an extra.
There is something I would like to add in here. Is she interested at all in hearing about how I was an infantryman in the Marine Corps?
She's not interested.
Okay.
She's interested in biology, according to her textbook.
I mean, I could help her with her biology, is what I'm saying.
Well, you start to chat her up, and as you do so, you kind of reach over and like spill her beer, spills all over her lap. She's not that upset, but it's enough to kind of like
In the conversation.
Yeah, it's on my text. It's on my textbook. She wipes it off. She's like, "Excuse me." She puts up her tray table and kind of scoots past you. So give yourself 1 social stress there. and
I'm gonna
she
put in the thing there for jackass. All right.
So she heads up the aisle towards the front of the cabin, and you kind of can check out the old backside as she goes up there. And as she passes, is like up in first class because he's making so much money from these YouTube videos, is Tet. And so Tet watches her go by. He's in the aisle seat up in first class, and kind of he's like, "Oh, damn!" And then he kind of goes back to his drink as she goes into the bathroom, and he kind of stands up and walks back to you guys, and is like, "Who the hell is that?"
Did I see Rivers fuck up, by the way? Did I see him spaghetti?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking snicker and like make that sort of like gremlin smile, like at him, and he sees me. Good job, fucker.
I just shrug at Ted. It's like, oh well, I knocked over a beer.
And he's like, so we want to have a. He says like,
Don't power pose me. I'm right here.
What are you gonna say?
I totally missed what happened before, so I guess.
He spilled beer on some chick's tits. He was trying to chat up, and she dipped out.
She dipped out on him, went up to the bathroom, and you're up in first class, sitting first class because
You're rich.
making a bunch of money from Blades and Blasters YouTube videos.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I described going to Gencon to meet you. So you came back to speak to the mere peasants.
No, go ahead. I'm eating.
So Ted's like, all right, guys, I feel a little bit guilty up there in first class, and we have like 3 or 4 hours in Columbus for a layover before we head out west. You guys go your respective ways. I said, I'll buy a couple of rounds. They'll be on me, all right?
Who are you, and what did you do with Ted?
And he starts to head back to his seat, and he's like, I don't know. Must have been the body snatchers. As he says that, like the eerie silence kind of falls across the plane. Like everybody starts to kind of laugh a little bit, really kind of cheesy black comedy style. And so, as he goes back up front, the guy next to Ghost, you're in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fast. Yeah, I think Ghost is in the middle. So the guy next to you, that's a little bit smelly. He kind of introduces himself a little bit. There's this guy, Professor Johann Hefeweizen. So this this guy says like kind of reaches over to Rivers. Hello.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
Rivers
sorry,
or me?
I was cutting out last time we played, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't dropping out.
No, you're good.
Are you sure it's me, not Ghost? Because he's sitting next to Ghost.
Yeah, but he kind of reaches across the aisle to you and says, I wouldn't make too many quick advances with her. She is much smarter than she looks. One of my best pupils.
Literally, that's what happens. It's just a laugh. Like, really?
You sure, buddy?
You sure about that?
He says, absolutely. I'm glad that she allowed me to come with her to this convention. And don't worry, we're not sharing a room. He says, but it's a great place to study epidemiology. Conventions like this, lots of nasty bugs going around. Gencon, I hear. He starts to list off all these STDs: chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes, and the list goes on.
And I literally like look down at my hands and just look up at him and just be quiet. Just be quiet.
Hey, yeah, Rivers, you caught a couple of those when we were there, didn't you?
I just shake my head and just is like, oh god, oh no.
So, in your inventory, you guys have, you can add in Eclipse sunglasses that they handed out to you on
How
your way
exciting.
home from Gencon. And as this professor kind of tells you about his epidemiology and virology and stuff, and you don't listen, you hear the captain says, welcome everybody, we're going to be landing in Columbus in about an hour and a half. We're cruising at 14,000 feet, and if you look out to the left or the starboard side on your right, you will see that we have a very clear look of this solar eclipse, total solar eclipse, August 21st, 2017. I report that you can check this out if you do have these eclipse sunglasses. Unfortunately, up here in the cabin, we are not able to wear those. They're completely dark. You can't see anything else. That would be very bad if we crashed the plane. But if you have those sunglasses, feel free to look out the right side. And in about 5 minutes, you're going to see a total solar eclipse. That'll be all. And it kind of clicks off. And you know, like some people on the plane, like you see them take out these paper glasses and put them on. And some people are like, God damn it, I don't have any, and like that sort of thing.
I'll give mine if somebody doesn't have any. I'm sort of indifferent to it.
Okay. And so the flight goes by, and like in 10 minutes, you can kind of like, it's kind of weird, like in the airplane cabin, it like kind of dims down a little bit, and you can see out the right side. You get like a really perfect view of the solar eclipse today. And like there are some people like, ah, damn, I can't see, it's hurting my eyes, and like they're just all pissed off. And then somebody else oftentimes will give them glasses and whatnot, and you guys can take it in. And look at the eclipse, and then kind of time passes, and the stewardess goes throughout the cabin and collects your trash, and it's about time to land, and the captain comes on and sorry, they have us in a holding pattern up here over Gencon International Airport. Just should only be a few minutes. It's a very common thing. I don't know what the problem is. Must be some technical issues below. But as you can see, it's a nice clear day outside. Shouldn't be long at all. He clicks off. And at this point, at this point, Goldilocks has returned to her seat, and she's chatting with Rivers again a little bit, and making small talk, though she's a little bit standoffish.
That ship has sailed.
Don't catch anything, Rivers.
That ship has sailed. And eventually, you hear the co-pilot. Co-pilot kind of comes on. And he says, this is co-pilot Jackson. We're going to go ahead and have to take down this bird. The pilot here isn't feeling too well, and we're going to have to make a forced landing here. It's not going to be totally forced. They're going to make room for the runway on us, but we can't stay in this holding pattern much longer. He's not feeling well at all here, so we gotta take it down. It's a medical emergency. So I do ask that everybody put your tray tables in a upright position and go ahead and fasten down the seatbelts.
Oh, for fuck's sake! And then
Wonderful.
that.
It's exactly what I needed, right? Right.
So Tet's up front, and he's kind of like, oh, fucking A, man. And so he has like a little bit of bourbon left, and he downs the rest of it, and he straps himself in. And I'm guessing you guys are kind of strapping yourself all in the back as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So you kind of cabin lights kind of dim, and this thing kind of just starts to nose dive in, and you guys head in for a landing. And it's kind of scary. You're kind of this co-pilot. I don't know if he's new or what, or if he's not feeling well, but the plane's kind of listing back and forth, side to side, and you can kind of look up front where the stewardess sits. There's like these cans and stuff shaking off the rack, and like a can of beer falls and hits her in the head. She's like, "Gosh, shit!" Starts bleeding a little bit. So now I want you guys all to make a check. We're gonna do. It would be kind of like a fear, probably willpower, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So it's going to be a willpower, and it's going to be against just one difficulty.
All right. I would have probably tried to get by without buckling myself in. Do I get an additional difficulty?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's one negative, and then your willpower dice is a positive, right?
No. So if it's going to be one positive, and then if you buckled yourself in, and you listen to the captain, you're going to get an extra one on top of that. So it's going to be two positive. Now the only time the attribute level actually is like when you look at the result of your roll. Everything else is kind of circumstantial.
Okay.
Plus your what they call it, the talents or the specialties, or whatever. Features plus the features.
Okay. So
if
I'm
you
trying
have
to beat.
If you have a feature that you think would be helpful for this, like Rivers has been in a lot of planes and stuff, and probably made some rough landings.
Yeah.
He could get like an extra I don't know, advantage dice or whatever.
Well, specifically when I was in the Marine Corps, I was in a lot of Ospreys, and we did hard landing training and all that other stuff. So I was gonna argue for that one, but it's not really an argue.
Yeah, definitely. It's a pretty collaborative game. So you guys, if you think there are circumstances that would help or hinder you, just go ahead and bring them up.
right.
There is something extra that I'd like to do. There's my willpower at the bottom.
Success.
Can I use charisma and leadership? One of my features of leadership skills to kind of like reassure some people here.
Yeah, because you've been in a situation before. Plus, you have that leadership perk, so you can be like, this isn't that, whatever. This isn't all too uncommon. Just kind of even if it is.
Yeah, like as I like bat myself down, like the people immediately near me, like the 15 people or so that are near me, I just kind of say, just follow the orders of the captain. We'll get through this. It's nothing out of the ordinary. This kind of stuff happens all the time, and I'm lying out of my teeth.
So we get one base positive and then add that, like, regardless of anything, and then add our attributes.
So you guys, okay, so it's going to be.
Well, hold on, before you roll, I might be able to affect their rolls, because if I'm helping them, then I still get to roll, right?
Yeah, no, well, you don't even have to roll that leadership thing. It just happens.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So now what if you buckled yourself in, you're going to have 3 success die. Okay?
Okay, so should I re-roll that then?
I would. It would be 3 instead of 2 because of me.
Right. You're right.
Versus 1 negative? Or 2 without?
1 negative.
Here we go. No, that still fucking sucked, man.
All right, so give yourself a stress. Actually, give yourself 2 stress. So the penalty for failing it would be 1 stress. So Ghost gives himself 2. Okay.
What do you mean, Ghost? Isn't that Spaz that gets you by the thing?
No, he gets 2, but he would have gotten 3 if he failed.
Ah, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. So Spaz got 4. Gotcha.
He would have, but he succeeded, so he just got to do. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
All right, and then we have and Rivers. You just got a straight success. So I like the way the system's so deadly is like just the fact like you're acting in all this stressful environment. Even if you succeed on something, it takes its toll. But
Yeah.
as you guys will notice, as that first bar is filled, you get some resistance. So you're actually become tougher and tougher the more you take.
Yeah, which is cool. This is what I like about the system.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. It's simple. It's really simple. So.
Could you look at my sheet and see if I put the stress right? Is that right for 2 stress?
Yeah, I mean, look here, man.
It's a tier 1 stress, right, for
Yep,
mental.
that's
so
perfect.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, so we're
okay.
we're doing the hard descent. I'm like, fuck, and just grabbing the sides of the chair.
Yeah,
if it got me.
your stomach's just like up in your throat every once in a while, and just like boom, 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 and it
How
goes
Goldie
down.
like fare? Can I like put
She's
my arm out to
bouncing.
help her?
She's bouncing all around.
Yeah, can I put my arm out to secure, quote unquote, her chest region?
Yeah, and she's actually impressed a little bit by your leadership skills. So you have impressed her at this point, although not as much as if you would have smooth talked her as well.
Yeah, well, you know, I gotta pull out the pocket spaghetti at some point.
So this thing lands, you hear these wheels hit, and it actually kind of careens left and right on the runway, and eventually just comes to a stop. And it's very quiet for a moment, and like all the electrical systems are down, nothing's working, and then everybody's dead quiet, and you hear, and you're out on the runway right now, and you hear the co-pilot again, kind of like, okay, everybody, is everybody all right? Everybody okay? And then like a stewardess kind of gets up and does a quick and says, like, nobody's that hurt, and like from coach you hear somebody up in first class goes like, when can I get out of this seat? I need to piss. And it's Tet's voice.
Like I literally just as I'm standing up and like all the airbags deploy and stuff like that. Like, I was probably one of the first people to stand up, like look around and take a view of the situation. I just kind of I know Ted's voice by now, so I just shake my head and just say, what a fucking asshole.
And so like as you stand up, like the plane doesn't waste much time at all taxiing into the terminal. So it's taxiing along, and like you know how fast planes normally taxi. It's very slow, but you're going quite a bit faster. Like somebody's in a rush to get this thing stopped, and then you eventually get there, and it almost crashes into the I don't know, the gangway thing or whatever it is.
This motherfucker learned to fly yesterday. Jesus.
And then comes to a stop. And you guys are like, what the fuck's going on? And at this point, like, it's just quiet, and you guys wait, and you see like the stewardess knocking on the cabin door, and they're like, Jackson, and they're not answering. And the electrical systems start to come back online, and that girl's, the stewardess is like, has like a napkin against her head where that beer can split her head open, and Tet just rips his seatbelt off, and he's like, fuck this, I'm going in to take a piss. So he like, the stewardess is like, sir, please be seated, until the captain, and he's like, fuck you. And so he's more than a little tipsy, and he goes in there, and you hear like one of those long GM bow peas. 5 minute long.
Dude, you seriously have a long piss time. Like it fucking lasts, guys. I'm not kidding. Like
Powerful
anyway,
bladder.
yeah. Can I actually help this
Help Tet
stewardess? The stewardess fix her fucking head with anything?
Yeah, you can go up there.
Yeah, I make my way up when I hear Tet doing all his shit, and I just look over at what's your real name?
Cody.
Cody, I look at you and I just say, just make sure nobody dies. Like,
what the
like
fuck
this
am
way.
I gonna do? And I'm just like grabbing for my carry-on bag. A bit shaky after that come down.
I just make my way up to her and say, ma'am, can I take a look at your forehead? You seem to be bleeding.
And she does that, and like she takes the napkin off her forehead. And you can see there's a pretty good gash there. And as you do that, you're like in that little area up front where the stewardess sits. As you do that, you hear like Tet stops pissing, and like, you hear him kind of say, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna wash my hands," and he just leaves. and
I just look down at the stewardess and I'm like, make a mental note. Don't shake that man's hand.
And so he opens the bathroom and shuts the door behind him, and then like against the cabin door, and he's like, "What the fuck you doing, Rivers? You're not a doctor. Bo couldn't make this trip. He had like real shit to do."
I just shake my head and it's like, and I just point to like this big gash on her head and like I'm bandaging it the best I can, just through combat lifesavers, you know, like making sure it stops the bleeding more or less.
So as you do that, like you see, and I'm guessing all of you guys are kind of looking up the aisleway or whatever. You see the cockpit door slowly open behind Tet as he just is being a total dickhead, and you see like Jackson, the co-pilot, kind of stand up, and he looks okay, but his eyes just are kind of like a little really bloodshot, and there's like a little bit of blood dripping from him, and so he just grabs Tet by the throat and throttles him and yanks him back, and just digs his teeth into Tet's neck, and there's just like blood just spurts all over the top of the airplane.
Called it.
Or
Yeah.
the cabin, like I just like go like, holy shit, what the fuck? And like I don't know, am I like nearby?
You're right in front of it. All this stuff happens, and like blood splattered all over you, all over the stewardess. As this, he doesn't look, except for his eyes, he looks strong and healthy. And then like behind the co-pilot, you see the pilot kind of rear up. And at this point, like there's just screaming that breaks out on the plane. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, fuck this!" Everybody's like starting to try to unbuckle themselves and get out of this.
Yeah, no,
airplane.
like I'm like I'm helping the stewardess out of her seat and seeing this, like, holy shit, what the fuck? And I'm gonna like try to push this guy off the Tet, or like kick him off of him, like, you know, like do the Leonidas, get your fucking ass back there and slam the door or something.
All right. So you've just seen this horrible thing go down.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's going to be like 2 blacks, and then you probably have some training of some sort, right? Or
Yeah, I would under Marine infantrymen, we established that there's a Marine Corps martial arts in that. So
yeah. At least one extra red, at least one extra success tie, and then because like that's your buddy or whatever, I'll give you another one because you're just kind of jacked up on adrenaline.
okay, so what do I have in total?
So 2 blacks and 3 reds.
3 reds, all right. Is there anything? Now the negative compulsion for recklessness, would that apply? Or the negative feature?
I maybe, yeah. Because I could say like you might just kind of go out apart, like, you know, not take enough caution or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can make like 3 blacks then.
You mean 4? Because I had 3, 4.
Oh, it would just be 3.
Okay, whatever. You can't push stuff, can you? Not afterwards.
Not after, but you can next time.
Okay, cool.
But it's too bad for Tet though.
Yeah, I mean it's too late. Whatever I did.
No matter what you did, it doesn't matter. It's carotid severed. So as you do this, like Tet's pulled into the cockpit. Yeah, Tet's pulled into the cockpit, and Jackson starts to kind of like go down on him and starts just like devour Jet's face. And you can see like an eyeball fall out of the socket as he's doing this. And,
What's the captain doing?
The captain is looming up in the doorway, just about ready to go for you and the stewardess. And then I'll let you guys all take your move first, and then I'll let him go.
I mean, I'm going to the fucking door if it's open to get out of the plane. I'm not fucking dealing with this.
We know each other, right? We know each other at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys all.
Yeah, I'll be backing up Rivers at this point.
Okay. So Ghost is going to make a run for it.
You fucking bet ya. This saw this shit. Fuck that. Hell no.
At this point, like that professor guy, Professor Johann, which means John, which is pretty close to John. Johann Hefeweizen, like, is right behind you, just kind of like
Good man.
kind of bending
Making
over
out.
your shadow, just like lead the way, sir.
He's turbo. He's got the fucking booster on his ass.
So, as you do this, women and children are like trying to leave as well, and you just have to, bully your way through this crowd.
Oh, no problem. What do I roll?
So it's gonna be let's just do vitality.
Does the weightlifter apply to this? Because I can push some kids
It
down.
does.
All right.
So that's gonna be 3 success, 1 base, and then like I'd say the situation's kind of giving you some amped up energy, and then you're a weightlifter.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just do 1 black unless you have any type of other reasons. Actually, do 2 blacks because you have this guy kind of like, as you try to get too far away, this professor's kind of grabbing at your shirt and trying to hold you back.
I'll throw him off too if it gives me another die. I don't know. I mean, I don't give a shit about this dude.
So
Well,
2
yeah,
black,
I'll
two
take
red.
2
Do it for
black.
Goldilocks, not him. Do
Two,
it for
two
Goldilocks.
black and 3 positive.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you bet ya. I'm fucking gone.
Make sure he takes that stress.
Yeah, I
Give
will.
yourself stress there.
That's a
So
physical
you
stress.
succeed, and so Goldilocks as well falls in behind her professor, and so you're just like running back through this crowd, right? Left and right.
Now, I
A
gotta.
little kid who drops his teddy bear.
I gotta ask you, does bad ankle count at all with this? Because I do have I did recover from a sprain recently, so I applied that as trauma. So if that counts for anything, and that would change that, should I re-roll it?
It probably should in the future, but we'll take care of that later.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Adrenaline. We'll do adrenaline for this one.
You saw Tet's neck ripped open. So you get to the front, and like at the end of this round, you're kind of like right, where you pick up the strollers and wheelchairs, that part of the gangway.
Mm-hmm.
You're there with the Goldilocks and that professor,
You bet, yeah.
and like you can hear like commotion from down below on the flight deck, and you can hear like screams and stuff from inside the terminal as
Fuck.
well. So it's going to be Spass and Ghost next.
You mean Rivers? Yeah.
Yeah, Rivers.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to just like, I'm right next to the door, right?
Yeah, you're kind of you could probably make a run for it.
I'm just gonna
go.
fucking body block this door to being shut as hard as I can.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty easy for you.
Yeah.
So it's like 1 black.
One
Alright.
black.
Because he's trying to open it, but your positioning is so advantageous.
Well, if I can, I have Spas. I don't know his real name, but put it. I just shove the door with maybe like I get to it first and I start shoving it, and he comes in and slams up against it as well. Yeah, maybe. No.
Yeah, that would give you. I would let him do that kind of for free, just giving you a bonus, and then kind of let him act after that.
Yeah, sure.
So 1 black, and then 1 red, and then like your athletic training or whatever
Yeah.
gives you a boost, and then
Boost, and then.
I'd
Did
say
you still
1
count
more.
this? Is it
I'd
still
say 1.
kind of reckless?
Yeah. No, I think like where you're at right now, it's a pretty easy thing to do.
Okay.
So why don't you do like 4 reds and a black?
All right. Yeah, so I get the door shut, right?
Yep. You get the door shut, and from behind it, you can hear just the growls of like the co-pilot and co-pilot, and kind of rushing past you now are like some of the people in first class that have stood up to try to get the hell out of there. And you notice like maybe like half the people are are leaving, and leaving like their little trail, those sunglasses behind, and like the other half of the people were just kind of slumped over in their chairs and just kind of really pale and sweaty looking.
Oh, dude, like, I noticed this, and I look over at Spaz's character, and then this flight attendant that's sitting right next to us freaking out. And I look up at Cody, who's, like, down the hall, and we get, like, this slow-mo view of, like, my face. And I just go, Cody, we need to get the fuck out of here! Just...
You need to get the fuck out of here. I'm leaving. We're going. Let's go. You need to hurry the fuck up.
Is there, like, an emergency exit door somewhere right next to me? Like there would be in first class?
I think there probably would be. I don't know how that would work with all the systems down. I guess you could probably open it.
Yeah, you can manually open those doors. It just takes to do it.
Be pretty high up.
Well, I mean they work manually. That's what the little levers there's for. But yeah, it would take a pretty hefty person to do it.
Man, we're about back at the fucking terminal, I think, where I'm at. So
yeah, Ghost is in like the little tunnel.
Yeah, you get out of the fucking. I'm out of the plane.
Yeah,
we're going.
So the two people that have turned or whatever are kind of taken care of, and like everybody else is fleeing, and now it's Spaz's turn, and Jason's being lunch in the cockpit.
Dead as shit.
All right. So at this point, I'd know the background of Rivers. I'd assume, and I'd pretty much be backing him up.
Mm-hmm.
Get the door open.
As I watched the scene escalate, I realized this isn't just a case of isolate the rogue individual or whatever, and now it's an escape situation. So, Rivers, what exactly are you doing with the door? What's your intention? Because right now,
oh, dude, I've just got my body up against it, and you can like every now and then see them like bash up against the door, and me get pushed off and like shove up against it. Then maybe there's like we hear those gunshots too, and like I just kind of shake my head as like, holy shit. I look over at the flight stewardess, and I'm like, can you get this door open? Get this door open now. And I'm like,
yeah, she's shaking uncontrollably, so like she knows how to do it, so she's doing it, and you can help her, and so. The emergency door does go down, and it works however like you'd expect one of these things to work. I have no clue.
So basically the door like opens like to the right, and which is odd, right? It would be against the wind, but it opens up, and there's like a sheer drop most likely because it's not connected to the exitway. It's probably like 10 or 11 feet or so.
Yeah, that's a hell of a drop.
Yeah.
all right. So at this point, how much do you weigh?
Me, I weigh 245 pounds.
Good Lord. All right. So at this point, I'm gonna look around, and assuming there's no immediate threats to us, I'm gonna lay my body on the floor and tell him to climb me down while I'm essentially gonna hold my arm downwards and allow him to use me as a grip to lessen the fall.
I'm pretty big, so it might be me that needs to do that.
Well, the reason is I'm really light, and because of that, I don't need to hold you. You just need to use me as a tool. You can catch me once I'm down there, because I'm light.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, then I'll clamber down his arm and drop the rest of the like 8 feet. That should be doable. And obviously the flight attendant will make her go second, and then Spaz can just jump off. Do I see Cody as I hit the ground?
Cody is in like that tunnel, so he's above you. Like it goes into the actual terminal.
Ah, okay.
So unless
there would be stairs to go up into it, right? Because people come down to get on planes, right?
Oh, I guess you could yeah, you could have that option to circle around. You're on the opposite side of the plane. Cody wouldn't have a line of sight to you right away.
Yeah. So, for right now, I'm just intending that he went a separate way. But
so how far of a drop is that then?
What's it look like down here as I'm like getting ready to catch the flight attendant?
So you jump down then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would do at least some check for that. So that's
Yeah,
what, eight
we
foot
are
drop?
making it a little bit easier. I'm 6'2", 6'1", let's just say it.
I guess that's not that far then.
Well, I can still do a test. Well, I
Yeah,
should
nah,
do
nah.
a test, matter of fact.
I definitely want. Oh, Ghost Rambo. I just want to say Ankle Boy needs to make one for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't want to slow it up. Well, you guys don't need to make one. That's fine. It's kind of a cool idea you had. I just want to keep moving.
Yeah, no, I'll do the thing where we get the flight stewardess out, and let me look for a flight stewardess picture.
So I'm not jumping down the emergency thing, right? Like I'm already out in the terminal area.
Yeah, you're in the tunnel right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to assume Silent knows where he is. Is that a safe assumption?
Excuse me?
Is it? Do I need to make a test to know where he is? That I saw him go that way.
Well, I think you guys all saw him book it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You saw him turn tail.
Especially
Craven.
knocking
Craven.
knocking kids over and shit to get out, because I promise you I did. I guarantee I
Yeah.
did.
What a cunt.
You fucking betcha.
So, well, I guess I can fill this voice time in with why I did those things. I have a background in the military as well as the military academy, so I'm fairly familiar with teamwork. Also, don't like to talk a lot, unless I feel like it, which is, I guess, not often. So normally I'll just get the point across as fast as I can with short words and hand gestures.
Right.
Also, I have light experience with bodyguarding. So, watching Rivers approach, I pay attention to his body movement a lot because I know his background and his general mentality. I
Paying attention to my body, huh?
his backup guy to subdue the other guy, but then I realized the situation was pointless because it's out of our control. It's widespread. And, then I'd support him, whatever he's doing, which was opening the door that time and see the intent to leave. So that's how that played out.
All right. There you go.
There we go. There's flight. Now, the reason why I'm bringing her into this, Bo, is because you need every resource you can get in this narrative-style game. So,
And people are resources.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it's just like a little extra fun, right?
There's a big gash on the head.
She is Ablev wounds for somebody.
So this plane is a little smaller than this one. So it's lower to the ground, obviously. But Ghost would be, Ghost is in his tunnel here.
what's the tarmac look like? Like, is there people going crazy? Where do those shots come from?
Yeah. So the shots, they sound like some of them are from inside, and there's actually some on the tarmac as well. So as you land, what you see are like the crew that's normally on the ground's crew, the folks who do the baggage. But then you also see like security guards like lumbering after them and actually able to fire on them every once in a while. So as you land, maybe 50 yards from you out in the open, you see a guy running, and then out from cover you see somebody in a blue blazer just come after him, point a pistol and fire, and the other gentleman just drops onto the concrete.
Holy shit! And like, I just like duck behind something as we're like making our way towards the stairs that go inside the terminal. What the fuck? He just shot somebody.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I just like shove the stewardess's head down, like I'm staring at Spa, and like, fuck, man, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty much doing exactly everything he's doing, but without talking and probably shoving the stewardess.
All right, and so Ghost is up in that tunnel, and you can hear the gunshots. You can see there's a little window there because I pick up strollers quite often, so you can see down to the tarmac. And as Rivers and Spaz kind of move into cover with the stewardess, you can see them almost under the plane, like an angle almost under the plane, and you can see out near the runway like these security guards just seeming to gun down the rest of the ground crew that are not armed.
Jesus Christ! And if those people are still, I'm waiting a minute now because I mean, I want to get the fuck out of that plane, but I'm not gonna leave. I mean, I don't know many people right now around me, so I'm gonna wait for the people I do know.
And you hear.
Jesus fucking Christ!
You hear screams and gunshots coming from inside the terminal as well. So you're waiting for them, and they could get up. They could get up to you, or you could get down to them because there is that right here, that little stairway that goes down.
Hey, I got a question.
I'm waiting because I see dudes out there in the tarmac shooting motherfuckers, and I don't want to go out there in the open. So
Is there like a ground control, like a ground crew, like little trolley car or any vehicles that they would drive out there? Because they normally have trucks and stuff like that.
Yeah, there are.
I'm gonna look around, like, I'm gonna make my way over to one, like, moving from, like, like offloading luggage stuff to, like, wherever I can. And I'm gonna see about trying to get this vehicle running, if there's keys in it, and hopefully the chaos has got me some keys.
All right, so I want you to do dexterity as you're sneaking across the tarmac. And it's going to be 1 black for baseline. It's going to be 2 blacks because it's you and the stewardess who's hurt, and then Spass as well.
What did you want me to do?
I wanted Rivers to make a dexterity. I'm just going to substitute that for stealth as you're trying to sneak across, like to one of these cars.
The only thing that I can add for features is just the infantryman thing again. Can I get a dice for him helping me?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any qualities that you want to add to that, or features?
Let's see. Yeah.
Anything in your like mental stat features? What are your mental features?
Mechanically inclined, building things. If something's broken, I can fix that.
Ooh, okay. All right. And anything else? It doesn't matter. I'll push myself on this one to find like a working vehicle if I can.
So that, I believe you take a strain to make that happen.
A strain? You mean stress?
Stress, yeah.
Okay. There we go.
And then that's going to put you up to four reds versus 2 blacks.
Okay, yeah. Anything else for me? Is that it?
That's it.
And this is off my dexterity, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I'm at 2 physical stress right now.
All right. So you succeed, and you get a stress because of it.
So, Ghost, you maybe see us bounding from like cover to cover, and like when I get to like this, let's just say it's like one of those white pickups that you see on the airport that tow stuff around. And like I like open the door and Bo, do I find keys in it? Like just in the dash, and like there's maybe like blood all over the seat or something.
There's just keys in there, just open. It's it's actually just like kind of a service truck, so they just kind of keep it in keys and ignition.
Is it like single cab, or is it double, or is it like and has like a flatbed on it, or?
Let's say it's just like one of these little. The closest one is just like one of these little tiny vans that like have a little area in the back for suitcases and stuff. So a covered back.
Okay. Yeah. No. I go in there and I look at Spaz. What's the character's name or your name?
Rick.
Yeah. I assume I know your name at this point. I just say Rick.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Get that engine started. There's keys in there. Thank God. And I just like look out and like look around and survey the situation after that.
I'm going to glance at him and ask what's his next step after this. Are you going to the emergency hangar area, or are you trying to go to the parking lot?
trying to get the fuck out of here. There's people, like security guards, shooting at people.
All right, well, I'll continue to do that. I also want to look around the airport and see if I can find pretty much the place where they keep their fire trucks, their emergency response vehicles.
Yeah, you can see that. It's a couple terminals down. Yeah, there's some like I don't know what they would keep, some sort of tankers, a couple tankers or something like that.
Yeah, they just keep like big water trucks, fancy fire equipment.
Yeah, I suppose it'd be fairly close to the runway, so they could get to the scene or something quickly. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, fire trucks are fucking nasty against people. Like fire truck hoses, they'll rip skin off your bones.
You throw people around.
Also, at this point, I'm gonna, while I'm doing this, if he's in earshot, I'm gonna ask if he knows where Ghost is.
Cody? Nah, he went through the terminal. Hopefully he saw us get down from there.
And did I see them get down and go for this car?
Yeah, you saw him bound across the park. Like you saw him get into this car, and you're probably thinking like, there's these security guards kind of facing away from them, chasing down these people that are fleeing and shooting them. And you're like, oh man, I don't see him. And they pass behind their back and are still unnoticed as far as you know. And so you see Rivers and the stewardess and.
There's also gunshots in the terminal, so you might not want to be there.
There's gunshots on the fucking tarmac too. I mean, if I think I can get down there and get to them without being seen by those guys, then sure, I'll try it. But because the terminal's probably going to be even worse with all the people running around in a panic. So I mean, if I think I have a reasonable shot at getting down there, then yeah, I'll go for that.
Yeah, you have a shot. You always have a shot. You just need to get to the car.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Window.
I mean, I can't run back down I don't know if I want to run back down the fucking thing. I don't know if I want to jump the bad ankle. Nothing.
You can go down the little stairs.
Yeah, I'll try that. Why not? See if I can get down there and get to it. I mean, I saw where the police coming, or the security coming towards where I'm at.
They're not coming towards you. They don't know. They're not paying attention to Spaz and Rick and Rivers at all.
I'll go for it then.
Okay. You still have these two people behind you as well.
If they're coming, sure. I'm not really paying much attention to them right now.
So what we're going to do is this. This is going to be. So we're going to do like a what's your athletic type of stuff? It probably have to be dexterity.
Probably.
Yeah, so your athletic stuff is dexterity.
So we're going to do an athletics check.
Strength, then it's vitality.
Yep. And that's going to modify how many kind of quote unquote stealth checks you have to make. So if you succeed on the sprint across, you're going to have to make one stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't succeed, you have to make two because like you're just helping these people along and you have your broken ankle or whatever. So it's going to be one black at baseline and then 2 blacks because of your ankle.
Okay. And then my positive dice are...
I'd say it's your, like, what is it? Weightlifter, I guess.
Avid weightlifter,
fast,
and yeah, that wouldn't really affect speed.
Yeah,
so.
but I think it makes you more athletic. So you're probably an athletic fellow. So I'd give yourself another one. So 2 black, 2 red.
Well, I mean, look at his features. Look at all your features because they all apply.
Okay, so I mean, misanthrope is the only other one I can think of that might apply, but it's a negative one, so I don't know.
No.
Because I mean, like I said, I don't know these two people at all. I don't give a shit about them at all. So if they get left behind, so be it. But I mean, yeah, I'm fine with the 2 and 2 because I don't have anything else that's gonna make sense. So
2 and 2.
One success.
There you go.
Oh no, you
Alright.
spaz, you get 1 negative, 1 positive. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
Alright.
cool. So give yourself a stress there,
Okay.
and then so you're running across the tarmac. This fat professor and his hot pupil are kind of in tow, and you're almost to the car, and you're going to be able to duck into the car. Question is whether they saw you or not.
Okay.
So make your little dexterity. Since you're sprinting out like full speed, you're going to have an extra black, so 2 black versus what do you think, 2 red?
Sure. Sounds good to me. Oh, baby. Too bad I'm losing my fucking mind. So now those are like the tier 1s. Am I up to like the tier 2 stresses now, or what?
Let me look at you here. Did you add them in already?
That's 1, and then I don't have another box for the tier 1 stress, so I'm assuming I put up to 2.
Yep. So you put it up to 2.
Okay.
And at this point, you can leave that there. You can make that go away by suffering a trauma. I probably wouldn't recommend it yet.
No.
But
Wouldn't recommend it yet.
No.
yeah, the good thing that having that first bar filled up is that gives you 1 resistance. So for example, that first check when you took 1 stress,
Mhm.
it would nullify that.
Okay, so that would any kind of 1 stress things are nullified now.
Yeah, it's like you want no stress, but having 1 bar actually has a silver lining to it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Right.
But the closer I get to that X stress area is when I start taking potential traumas and shit.
Yeah,
Right.
once you start nodding up there, you're gonna be into trouble.
Oh boy.
Trauma is to get rid of all of it, right?
You can convert 1 3 bar.
Mm.
Or injury is, I think it's injury, not trauma.
Mm.
I think there are a couple different levels. I'd have to look real quick. So, all right. So Cody runs across this parking lot, right? And he too passes behind the backs like these security guards or whatever as they're gunning down civilians or people that look like innocent civilians at least. And as you run by them, you notice that like they're not moving normally either. Even though they have their faculties about them, they're able to aim and fire their weapons. They're not running. They're just kind of lumbering, like with purpose. And so, you guys all pile into this car, and you
Jesus
see,
Christ, you motherfuckers trying to get shot out here?
yeah, the stewardess is
No,
bleeding
no,
everywhere.
Cody, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. It's like,
So, Mr. Driver,
Who has the
Right.
best dexterity? I have 3.
3.
Sorry.
Well, since you're already in the seat, my man, it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you want to drive, you can. But I could use infantryman as a Humvee driver. So
I
you
shouldn't
want me
drive
to
because
drive.
I'm nearsighted, so you know.
if you want me to drive, I can. But
I'm a fairly decent driver, though I'm modest.
yeah,
Uh,
I gave you you're a mechanical genius or whatever. It's probably a good driver.
So, yeah, I'd have pretty much the equal experience except for the 5-ton because we didn't have Humvees. Would that be a plus?
Yeah.
Or, well, actually, I guess that's not even related. A 5-ton's huge.
it's still a driving school. Like,
I mean, like, let's put this in context. You like just jumped out of a plane. There's people getting gunned down. Probably not going to stop to switch driver's seat.
oh,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you're not like, well, actually, you know,
Yeah, I should probably
Dri-
drive. Here, let me.
driver's a driver. when You're running over zombies. So
yeah. I think before I get in the vehicle, can I like look around for like a heavy blunt object?
yeah, like in the back of the vehicle, there's like a tire iron.
Oh baby, can I get? Does anybody have the book?
I have it up.
What's appropriate stats for a tire iron? I just need the damage.
So that's going to be
Ghost, if you could hotbox me that PDF, that'd be great.
Weapons.
I stole it from what is it? There's like a archive TG thread, so I can find that for you and give it to you.
It's gonna be damage +4. Oh no, sorry. Tire iron is damage +1. I was looking at chainsaw.
Oh no, I'll just go with large improvised melee weapon. My foot and do +4 damage. All right.
Where do you see that?
It is under melee damage and stuff like that. But it's a large improvised melee, so that's what it was last time anyway. But I'm not too fussed about it. If I have to use tire iron, I will.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Hitting somebody's tire iron is just kicking them.
Alright, so... oh, goodness.
Yeah, so you're driving here.
Yeah, that was the roll.
I hopped in the back, by the way.
With everybody else?
Well, I would have let the girls get in the front, right? Like...
I don't think you really needed to roll, Spaz.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a good driver feature, right? Then you don't have to do any driving tests.
I mean, you just it's not that hard to get in the car and drive. So
Yeah. You're not doing
Question.
evasive maneuvers.
where you want to go and what you want to do. And I encourage you to get on. If you guys want to get on Google Maps, and you can turn the satellite on and zoom right into John Glenn International Airport, Columbus, if you want.
Oh, wow.
You just ask, and I can describe all the roads around it and everything.
Well, you said I'd see the emergency station. I'd want to make the relevant roads to towards that location.
Oh, I thought we were going to the emergency center on the tarmac first. I thought that was where you were wanting to go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What'd I say?
Yeah, you can zip on over there. So you fire up the truck. As you start your engine and back away and pull away over towards this emergency center, that causes the the security guards who are out near the runway to kind of turn around and take notice of you, and they kind of start going in your direction. But you're going so fast in the car that it's going to take some time for them to reach where you're going. And as you pull up to that emergency center, just pulling out in front of it, the garage door is open, and there doesn't seem to be any. You can't hear any screaming or gunshots or anything like that coming from inside.
Oh yeah, so
That could be good or bad.
I jump over the side and start charging into the building, and hug the wall and go inside and look around.
I'll slowly pull it to the side, making sure not to block any major exits with the vehicle itself, and guide everyone else towards that direction. Cody, what are you doing?
I'm with everybody else. I'm going in. I'm not just in the van by myself.
Sweet.
Park that shit on the outside and fucking take the keys.
I would have probably forgotten the keys, but yes, the keys will be taken, and I'll be last behind everyone.
And when we get the chance, once everybody's inside, I just shut the shutters and push the locks on.
All right.
As he does that, I'll look outside. I think there's like a split in the window, is an assumption. What do I see outside?
So you're in the vehicle, kind of looking. Are you guys all in the?
Yeah, we all went inside and shut the garage door and.
All right, good. So you're inside the little emergency area or whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just say it's that building. If you look at the cell phone lot, like you go straight above it and onto the very bottom of the airport, there's like a little building on Google Maps. Let me see. Yeah, just below the cell phone lot if you zoom in. Or the McDonald's. The McDonald's, yeah. Look below the McDonald's to the very bottom. There's like a building that looks like a smiley. There's eyes and it's upside down. Signature flight support CMH. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I see what you're talking about.
It's right next to North James.
By the McDonald's.
Yeah, on McDonald's in the. If you look in the airport, exactly. There's the like airplane tarmacs that are like right there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right below, there's like a building, and it says if you zoom in, signature flight support. Right there. So like
yeah.
that.
That's actually where it would be. All right.
You seem to late from what you guys are looking at.
I'll post a picture. I'll post a picture.
If you can see where Lane Aviation is, Spass, on the Google map of John Glenn International Airport, you just go straight south of it and you'll see Signature Flight Support CMH, Port Columbus. It's next to DSW Warehouse at Columbus International Air Center.
Yeah,
Right.
so I know
I'm
exactly.
uploading a picture.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm gonna say when we get back to the roleplay. Gotta get to my buddy Bo's house. He's got a pretty fancy dig.
I'll pick
His
out one of my
wife's
friends.
pretty
out.
good looking. No.
All right. So here we go. Here you go. So you kind of pulled in here.
Yeah, and we go inside and I shut the shutters and I'm like, I'm gonna run around and shut all the doors that I can and lock them if I can.
Definitely.
I'm looking for something to use to improvise, because in case I got to defend myself, because all I got's my hands right now, and that ain't good enough.
So you guys all run into this area, and you did a good thing. You shut the doors, and you kind of scout out the place, and it seems to be empty. Like you still see like the security guards outside shuffling across the runway, but they're like way out here still. It's going to be quite some time before they can kind of track your car and are able to attack you. For right now, as far as you know, you're alone. The stewardess takes a moment to sit down. She's kind of holding her head. It's bleeding a bit, but it's stopped for the most part. There's a big bruise around it. Goldie and the professor are kind of off in a corner chatting amongst themselves. They seem to be having some sort of heated conversation.
Yeah, I mean, is there? Okay, so in here, is there like support equipment such as like a medical bag or anything of that? Anything that we can get our hands on?
Yep,
Like
there's
an
an ambulance.
bag?
Yeah, there's an ambulance that's that you check it, it's open, and there's like a medical kit in there.
Oh, dude, I'm grabbing that paramedic's bag. Like, that's my backpack now. I put
right,
it over my shoulders and like underneath my armpit and like tighten it down. And before that, I take out some like gauze and some like coagulant, and I'll head over to the stewardess and put it on her forehead.
Oh, she's like, thank you. Do you guys know what the hell just happened?
No, but I do know people were shooting at each other. And Tet just got fucking eaten. And I look over at Cody and Rick and I'm like, God damn, what the fuck?
I know, right? And I'm looking for fucking anything to use as a weapon right now.
So you see, there's like the engines there, and there's some axes.
Excuse me? What was that last part again?
Yeah, there's some axes in there.
Oh, yeah.
Are we
Oh.
talking about full fire axe? Like, is there only one of them, or there's like?
Well, there's a couple engines, and they probably have one like in the do not break, like thing like behind glass. or whatever.
Shame about instructions that you don't follow them most of the time. I'm gonna break all of those, and I'm gonna hand them out like candy. Anybody who, until we run out of axes, I'm handing axes out.
So let's just for thematic's sake, let's just say there's one fire axe, right? Because there's one engine. There's like maybe the fucking like tire iron, I'll hand that off to Spaz. I'm not too fussed about, or to Rick. Is there like a security office, like a secure terminal in this building that we haven't looked around and seen yet?
As far as you know, you don't know. You have no clue. You just kind of went to the garage, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So in the ambulance, I'm gonna go up to the front seat and like rip open the inside the front of the ambulance and look and see if they have like a firearm in there, because I know as a paramedic I would. But
Yeah, there's not a firearm in the airport.
yeah, it's sad day.
I'm
That's
taking
looking there.
the axes. I'm taking a axe, and hey, there's lots of axes around.
There should be enough for like the three of you at least if you want them, but
Oh yeah.
I don't think we should all have a fire axe. I think a fire axe and maybe like a wrench or something, or like the jaws of life, like the little thing, or like a pry bar or something.
And you take whatever you want.
I'll take a fucking one of those large ass pry bars if I can get one.
What's the
Yeah,
profile
really.
for a fire axe? Is that a large bladed melee,
Yeah.
or oh baby?
that would be
So, while they're looking for weapons, there's something that I'm concerned with. I'll be concerned with a communication device or an area that looks like an alarm would be played. And if I couldn't find that, I would go to the vehicle and see if the keys are inside.
Yeah, in the ambulance, it's ready to go. There are keys in there, and they also have their radio, their medic radio.
All right. I'd like to put that on. I don't have any experience. I probably don't have experience with this specific type of radio, but I'd like to see if I can get anything. That
I
would
mean, you could
provide
be
me.
you could use mechanically inclined. I mean,
Yeah,
Okay. Now, I want to know what's happening around us. It's just
so like police CB, because that would be something in a like ambulance, right? A CB radio most likely.
yep.
Like,
You would have access to you could call in to local ERs. You could call dispatch. You could call around to figure out what's going on.
could we just get like a general feed, like open up the feed instead? Because I think that's what he was doing.
yeah. I don't want to communicate with anyone. I'm not going to talk on this channel. I just want to get information through listening.
All right, absolutely. I'm going to take your degrees of success into account on this one. So it's going to be 1 black. It's pretty easy to do versus whatever you can throw at it. So I'll give you 1 off the bat for mechanically inclined.
All right.
So that'd be 2 reds.
2 red. That'd be 2 red plus 3 logic. And
No, you don't. The actual your attribute doesn't come into play when making your dice pool, which is it's weird. It's different from all the other systems.
okay, so this is automatically added. Logic is automatically added into it.
No. It doesn't even count it. It's
Yeah.
just your success level. Like, so anything anything above a 4 or anything above a 5 and above fails for me. A 3 and above on dexterity fails, or a 3 passes, but above a 3 will fail on dexterity tests for me.
If you roll it, did you roll it, Spaz? Is that most recent one?
No, the most
Okay.
recent was just driving.
So right now I have 2 dots in positive, 1 in negative.
2 positive, 1 negative right now.
And this is a logic roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I would add 1 for mechanically inclined.
Sure.
And what else would I add to it?
I think
I
that's
think
it.
that's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, 2 degrees of success. Okay. So you get on there, and before you even hear like any people or are able to talk to anybody, as soon as you turn on the as soon as you turn on the radio, there's like a repeating broadcast going over, and it says like there's like a fake, like a computer voice saying, "This message is from COTS, Central Ohio Trauma System. There has been a mass casualty event throughout the greater Columbus area. We urge all citizens to stay indoors." And they kind of go through a protocol, and they kind of like, you know, there's a preset kind of code that goes out that tells like all fire, EMS, police, emergency medicine personnel to kind of report to their disaster locations, and that's kind of what you hear. There's no details about what's going on. Now, the next thing you come to is dispatch, and you hear dispatch kind of taking a bunch of calls. You hear a couple from the airport. There are some other ones from the east side of Columbus. There's a hospital called Mount Carmel East, and you hear a medic kind of yelling at the people from Mount Carmel East. And Mount Carmel East says, like, you know, we're on diversion. We're on diversions. We're shutting our doors. Don't bring anybody else here. Nobody. Got it? And then like you hear the medic on the other side that says, we're on our way in. We're pulling into the parking lot. Every damn ER in the whole city's on diversion. And then like they click off. And then I'm gonna let you kind of ask a targeted question to somebody, just because of your level of success.
Okay.
So you can like call up dispatch and maybe like ask them what's up or whatever.
All I want to know are if where is this event originating from?
So you
I
get
want
the
to know if
dispatcher
it's
on.
from the city, or if it got brought in from an airplane, or if this city is the ground zero.
So basically, you talk to dispatch, and she's overwhelmed, and basically what you can get for her is like nobody really knows what's going on, but around the time of the eclipse, it just seems to be like a vast majority of the United States that some people kind of went unresponsive for a while, and they began to act very aggressively towards each other. And nobody knows what's going on. They don't know if it's an illness or what the heck it is. She says that to continue to do your jobs, just take extreme caution against anybody that would be acting aggressively. She says that the team at Ohio State is hard at work trying to figure out what's going on. At Ohio State, there's like a big research lab and Cancer Institute, and there's lots of kind of high-level people there that are trying to figure it out.
Good
as
old
well as
Buckeyes.
throughout the nation. So.
All right, that's particularly bad because I can't. I can't predict what's about to happen because it's so large. I'm going to turn over to Ghost and Rivers, assuming they're there, and say, do you have somewhere to live here? Do you have a place of residence or safety?
No, but a buddy of mine runs a hospital near here.
Runs a hospital. That's not a good. Anywhere else? Right.
Hey, listen, fuckstick. You're gonna get on that horn right now, and you're gonna fucking call Bo up right now, and I give like Bo's hospital.
Who am I gonna call? Excuse me.
I give you Bo's actual hospital. He lives in this city, so he's the head of an apartment, a hospital's like ER. So I'll let you know that. Get him on the line.
I'm busy with these axes, so I'm not even worried about this.
I'm going to follow through with that. First, Ghost, do you have anywhere of potential interest?
Got family like 8 hours away. I don't think we're making it that far.
Yes, that's not good. Okay, so at this point, I've actually been a part of emergency response people, and goodness, this isn't going to help at all. I'm going to call Bo.
So like,
Bring
yeah,
up his hospital.
cell phones, all that stuff still work. You can bring up the hospital.
Yeah, I was talking about through the ambulance because we might be able to get through.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
straight
yeah. So, you call in, you kind of report yourself, and they.
I request to speak to you, Jared, specifically.
And the person that answered the radio was like, "Aren't you from the east side of town? We're not taking anybody. We're on diversion."
Shut the fuck up and get me Jared right now.
And that's not any way to speak to me, sir. And by the way, Dr. Williams is not working today.
Good, that's all I needed to know. And then I hang up.
And I'll be looking at him right now while he's doing this interaction.
It's like, is there a fire engine in here? I assume so.
There's a fire engine.
And I look over at Rick and I go like, can you get that thing running? Do you know how to drive a big rig? I don't.
Yeah, I can do that. You see, I have to assume right now this is a very serious situation. I have to assume something's happening from this city, and there's disinformation going on out there. We're going to have to leave this city, and I think a big risk.
Yeah, well, the problem is that this is Chicago, right? I forget.
Columbus, baby.
Columbus. I was about to say, if this is fucking Chicago, we're not getting the fuck out of here.
We're not getting out of Columbus either.
Yeah,
It's a
like,
major city.
I just look at him and say, there's no way we're getting out of here. You know how many people live in this city? Our best chance is to go and meet up with Bo, see if he's there. And I go to my phone and like type in Discord, like, start spamming Bo. Yo, fuckstick, answer your goddamn phone. I know you're off work.
And so I answer, and I was like, I say, "What's up? Did you guys land safely back home?"
Motherfucker
Give
has
me your
no
address right
idea.
goddamn now. Have you even been outside? What the fuck is your problem?
He said, "Yeah, I know what's going on." And he says it has something to do with that damn eclipse. He says the news people are saying, like, if you were outside looking at that thing, like, you're going to, it's bad stuff going on. And he asked me, like, where you're at and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'll just let him know where I am and tell him like we're about to take a fire engine and make it to your place.
It's like, do you have any firearms?
No, I just got off a fucking plane, Jared.
I got a fucking axe.
Okay. So he gives you the address of where he's holed up at. So you have that. Okay.
Do I hear anything about the eclipse stuff being the cause of this?
Yeah, I mean this would have been like loud.
So I'm a bit suspicious of other. I'm gonna start becoming a little paranoid now. I hate to break it to everybody, cause we've got 3 people who I don't know, and
Well, at this point, like the professor and Goldie start to argue a little more,
aggressive
and-
tendencies.
and she just smacks him across the face, and then like vomits all over him. And he's like, "Ah, what the fuck, Goldie?" And she kind of collapses, and she's all sweaty, doesn't look good.
I'm looking at Rivers like, hey, do you remember what was just said to us about 5 minutes ago? And I'm white knuckled on my axe right now, and sweating.
Hey man, she's a person, man. What the fuck's going on, you fat bastard?
Me?
This is a paramedic vehicle,
Professor.
and she's a problem right now due to contamination reasons.
Yeah, but you're gonna fucking kill somebody? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm not gonna kill her yet.
You're jumping the gun.
The professor turns around, and he like holds out his hands and says, "Listen, nobody's killing anybody.
Speak for
We know a little bit
yourself.
about what's going on here." So
What the fuck did you just say, you Russian fucking dog?
he says that his main area of research out at UCLA is potential like bioweapons and that sort of thing, and basically his background is in virology, and he studies epidemics and that sort of thing. But he says that recently they've isolated pretty much in like a lot of people these like, I don't know if they call them like nanobots or like nanopathogens that they don't know like what the hell it is, but it doesn't seem to be like adversely affecting anybody. So they don't know if it's just like a new thing that's in the environment or what. It's just an area of research, but that he's been concerned about like the Chinese or the Russians or somebody else spreading this thing, so they could kind of trigger it anytime they want. So he kind of relays his fear about this and how worried he is. And he says something about like, you when you looked at the eclipse, you wore those glasses, right?
I didn't even look at it.
Didn't even look at that shit.
Yeah, I didn't either, actually. I was probably concerned with the pretzels.
And he looks down at Goldie and she's like, well, I just had to take a little peek.
Oh, well, that's about to settle it for me. So I'm strongly considering it right now. Yeah,
So
do you want to be preventative or reactive, Rivers?
I'm not against... Dude, you're talking about killing somebody. Fuck off.
Just because you like her titties doesn't mean she's got to stay alive, okay?
Hey, fuck you, alright?
Don't start acting too aggressive.
She's no good to us dead.
Neither is anybody else good to us dead.
As far as we know, she's the only chance we have for a cure.
I'm looking
As
kind
if,
of...
you creepy old man.
I'm looking a bit skeptical right now. And I'm looking at this college co-ed who I'm in, like, yeah.
I'm going to ask him a question. For what reason do you believe she can lead to a cure?
He says that he's a virologist, that if they have a live specimen, they might be able to figure out how to combat this.
Now she's a specimen, not a person. I'm like incredulous.
And a fine specimen at that.
Oh boy.
I'm not trying to be rude, but do you foresee a way with our current equipment to contain her without infecting anyone else? If I remember correctly, you don't know if it's airborne or not.
Oh, that's easy. Rivers, you got any duct tape?
Familiar
with bondage play?
He says basically, from all we know, that we all already have it, but because we didn't look at that eclipse, that we're not activated.
Fuck.
That is a theory, but that's what it is.
It is a
Not
theory.
trying to be rude.
Out of curiosity, how's the flight attendant look? Because she's been kind of overlooked with this, and I'm once again very fucking paranoid about what's going on now.
I don't know. How does she look? Roll logic.
Shit.
Ooh. Can I roll as well?
Yeah.
As this is like a oh shit, how's the flight attendant?
So the strain from this, like even if she's okay, you're kind of like starting to get paranoid. So that's kind of why you would take the strain. You're just like, starting to get really nervous about this.
Okay, so what is our black die?
So it's going to be 1 baseline, and then I think 2, just because of the whole situation that you're in.
Okay.
2 black die.
And then 1 positive dice, because I don't have anything else that applies.
1
No,
positive.
It would
I'd
be
say,
2.
I'd say you guys, if she submits to an examination, like you guys have, you could take her temperature. You can look in her, look in her eyes. You have some rudimentary medical equipment, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah. We have
So
a whole
give
fucking
you-
ambulance, so...
Yeah, you guys have medical equipment, so I'd give you all a boost on that, bringing it up to at least 2.
Well, is she amiable to such things?
Yeah, she is.
Okay,
So
so...
2 black,
what-
2 red.
you know what? Actually, instead of taking my own Ghost, what's your logic?
3.
Okay, just take an extra dice from me from helping, I guess.
Okay. It's 3 positive, 2 negative.
Yep.
I'm sorry, boys. I tried.
So give yourself a stress, and as you look her over and take her temperature and stuff, you think she's infected. You think she has this too. Because as you're examining her, she gets very nervous and she gets pale and she breaks out in sweat.
I'm backing the fuck away. And if I didn't have my axe in my hand, I got it in my hand now. Not sure about this one.
Look. We'll take both vehicles. We'll take the ambulance, and we'll take the fire truck. The fire truck is, well...
Who gets to drive with the infected people?
Yeah,
Well,
that's the question, because it ain't gonna be fucking me.
The problem is that the ambulance could have a divider, right? Like...
Yeah. I think the ambulance has... Yes, it does have a door you can shut.
Mm-hmm. So, like...
So you could like you can bind them with those zip ties, you know. EMS has those.
I'm not gonna leave them defenseless, right? I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that.
Just don't crash. You're fine.
So have we agreed to trust the doctor and keep this individual with us?
I don't think he's infected. I just think he's not very bright. He's not thinking with his head. He's thinking with his dick.
Now, what
My
about
opinion.
the girl?
She's getting in the fucking ambulance. I don't give a shit what any of you say.
All right, but you want her to be taken with us.
If he thinks he can do something about this, sure. But if she's not riding free. She's not riding in the fire truck. My proposition for this, because I mean, and I'm gonna make this seem logical, but really it's because I don't want to be in a fucking thing with infected people. It's me and the doctor in the fire truck with whoever's driving, and then the other two in the medical thing. Because I think one's infected, and I'm fucking almost certain that Goldie's infected. I don't want to be fucking near her, and if I am, it's gonna be finishing her off, because I ain't putting up with that shit. I've seen too much shit already in the last 15 minutes. Straight up.
All right, so you want to help, but you don't want to help.
Yes.
I'll take both of the infected by myself in the ambulance. I'll step up and do that.
Of course you
No,
will.
no.
Just kind of roll my eyes at that one.
No. We're not gonna zip tie them. They can get in the back, or they can ride up from me. I don't care. Goldie,
Christ.
unfortunately, you need to ride in the back.
So she doesn't have much. She just looks not great. So she's like, okay, and she kind of gets in the back, and the hostess is like, what the hell? I don't feel sick. I don't feel bad.
You look sick.
I might look sick, but I'm just nervous.
Yeah.
Feel my pulse. Feel my pulse.
I ain't touching you. Fuck back.
I guess I'll do it. Right? Logic, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, same test. And it's one black.
2 blacks.
2 blacks? Why 2 blacks? We have medical equipment. I'm trained in medical stuff. We're not in a
the whole atmosphere of paranoia.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you don't think she's infected? You take
She
one
looks good to
stress.
me, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
You're a little calmer. You're like
I
a little
bet.
calmer, and when you look at her, like she's not so nervous. Her heart rate's normal for this situation, like in low hundreds, and she's not as sweaty. And she's like, "Let me just ride up front with you."
Yeah. I look over at Cody. If we see an officer's car, we're stopping. Especially if it's a pullover on the side of the road, do nothing. Get me?
To stopping to buy a fucking police car?
If it's empty, I'm fucking opening it and getting that fucking shotgun in the back.
Good luck. I don't think we should be stopping in the streets at all with all the shit that's been going on right here.
That's exactly why I've got the fire truck, my man.
Oh, fair enough. I think that, and I'm pointing, I think they should both get the bondage treatment, but, you know, whatever you're into, man.
The bondage treatment.
Yeah, I'm
Roll
gonna
my
second
eyes.
that.
You guys are overthinking it. Look, ship's fine. If not, I get my throat eaten out and Goldie dies with me.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Good for us, right? It's fucking. I'm pretty fed up with the shit.
So at this point, um, you hear at the garage door, like when you first came in, you hear that,
Fuck.
and you look out there, and there's like not that many, like half a dozen of these security guards, kind of like repeatedly running into that door. They don't have their guns. They don't have their guns with them anymore. And you look at them, and it's like their eyes are like you can't even see their eyes anymore. It's just like congealed blood, and they don't look like necrotic or dead like you would for a typical zombie, but just to be like massively aged, just like their skin's drooping. They have areas of alterations on their body, almost just like they've aged to like very, very old very quickly.
So I point to the garage door and I point to the fire truck and I say, start rowing with that engine and knock that fucking door down. We'll be right behind you. And I get into the front seat of the ambulance.
Yeah, all right. I'll ride shotgun and let Spaz drive. And I guess if are we splitting three? How are we riding here? Is it me and Spaz in the fire truck, me Spaz and the
You
doctor,
and
or what?
Spaz and the doctor, and then me and Goldie, unless he has to ride with Goldie.
Yeah.
oh,
He gets to be back there with the fucking divider too. Oh no.
yeah, yeah. So I'm going to get into the fire truck, and I'm going to try to input these, what is it? The address into its GPS system. Hopefully it's still working.
Yeah, all that stuff's still working. This is still fairly new.
And where exactly are we going? We going to the research center?
Yeah. I mean, I think the professor probably wants to go down like to Ohio State, but then you also have Bo's address, or where he's at least.
Yeah, we get to make a choice.
Did Bo say he was safe?
Yeah. Like most of his neighbors were okay. They all had sunglasses on, like nobody has changed. They say they're kind of trying to figure out where to go next.
Sounds good to me.
We could. I mean, is Bo's place out of the way of the university?
It's about a half-hour drive from the airport, and it's about 20 minutes from the university.
Okay, so they're both heading in the same direction. No.
They're fairly the same direction, yeah. Bo's is North Columbus, and the Ohio State's like right downtown.
So we could stop at Ohio State like immediately.
Yeah, Ohio State's probably going to be about a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, I think in a conversation with Bo, I'd just say stay safe, get your guns, and hide your family and all other stuff, and make sure you let no one in. Bar your windows, doors, everything.
Don't even let us in.
Don't even let us in.
And Bo replies over Discord, he's like, cool, man. Hopefully I'll use this downtime to finally finish up the Star Wars game.
Yeah. It's been going on for like 4 years now, you fucking shit stain. No. Fucking be serious for once, Bo. People are dying. I just saw somebody eat someone. Tet's dead. He just got eaten.
Tet's dead?
Sad face.
Yeah, sad face. He says, Roger that. I'll talk to you later.
I hope not. I hope you're...
All right.
Like I
so you
said,
got that out?
don't let me in. Don't even let me in.
Let no one in.
So if you look on satellite, it's pretty easy to see. Actually, the airport's pretty big, and if you see Ohio State University to the left, just west of downtown. So this would be the best.
Yeah, we'll take Fifth Avenue. fucking going 90 miles. So do we get a scene of just the fucking door coming straight off the fucking wall and fire engine like peeling out and just boom?
Yeah, like the garage doors open, like you see all these like, you know, security guards.
I didn't say open them. I said ram them open.
You can do that too.
Yeah, like that's the directive I gave. I don't know if they're gonna open the, like, because we have to get out to open the garage door. It implies them getting in. Waste no time, my man. We have a fire engine.
Here you go. Narrate it.
Who's driving the fire truck? Rick? Rick. Fucking you take it for a spin. Remember, there's like 12 dudes in front of the door.
Did you have a driving feature?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't need one. You have a fire engine.
Okay.
Literally anything in your path is gonna get demolished.
Okay. So, after our light discussion of the plan, and we figure out we're going through, we figure we're going through Fifth Avenue through the GPS, and plus hopefully it accurately updates all the major stops because it's an emergency vehicle, all the major traffic anomalies or whatever. I'll get it and start fiddling a few knobs, and slowly I'll say, oh, all right, I'm getting the hang of this. I pop into first gear, and I'm gonna look down toward the shutters. There'll be a few zombies over there. I'll consider whether I should actually go forward and crush them or not, but that'll be short-lived as slowly as the RPMs of the vehicle increase, the exhaust will plume from the rear of the vehicle, and I'll begin to smash through the garage gate, hopefully taking half of it along with me so that the ambulance can follow without hindrance.
Just smash through the front and do we get to narrate it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the shutter, like you hear the truck backs up a little bit and I get out of the way so he can get a full length run at this thing. And like it's just like a slow-mo scene as it like smashes in the door and it goes the garage door goes flying forward and like sending a bunch of dudes flying outward, either which way, and the fire truck just speeds off. There's like a change of a clunk of gear and like the ambulance is slow after, like right behind it.
And as he crushes some dude under the fucking tires.
Yeah, like the door's laying on top of him and I run over it and it just splats. We don't necessarily get any blood on this one. It's just like, people get bulldozed out of the way by a fire engine. Like,
So you guys head out. I'm guessing your sirens are not on or whatever.
I hope not. I hope we're smarter than that.
No sirens.
Is there like an emergency exit? There looks like there's an emergency exit at the Airway Drive right there, the Fifth Avenue. Can we get out of that?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just putting some pictures up here to give us our bearings.
Because we can do that. We can go down all the way to Fifth Avenue to, oh shit, we'd have to go straight into downtown. Holy shit.
I'm just nervously tapping my foot on the when I'm sitting on the passenger side seat. And
Oh shit, it's that bridge. It's that bridge from the first game on Fifth Avenue. Pretty sure.
I think that was not Fifth. That was probably King. So, but you guys just don't know Columbus. You don't know which areas are good parts and which ones are bad. Which is funny. Which means you're gonna have to go down Fifth, and you're gonna come to Fifth in Cleveland. Good.
Misery.
All right. So I guess we continue. Oh, is that where we're at now? Is this something happening?
Yeah, so we'll just kind of move towards next area. So as you guys pull out of the airport, like, it actually seems mostly deserted. here and there you'll pass normal cars that like seem to be speeding but appropriately driving. And for the most part, you're not seeing like a lot of this chaos that was at the airport, because whatever's gone on has driven people inside and whatnot. Occasionally, though, you do see like somebody kind of shambling along the side of the street, or you see a group kind of bent over someone on the sidewalk, and out from beneath them, there's just like this red, slowly spilling blood covering the sidewalk as you kind of go by on Fifth Avenue. You cross over 71. Things that are looking pretty good, although on 71 you see several cars kind of pulled over on the side of the road. You don't see any police cruisers. But eventually up ahead, you get to an intersection at 5th and Cleveland Avenue. And here, as you pull forward, you start to hear shouts, and you actually do hear an occasional gunshot. And there's just cars piled up at this intersection. And you can't get that close to it, just because the cars are piled up. And it's essentially blocking it. Probably you could go around if you like went up into the grass into these parking lots and whatnot. You could maybe get around some of the you could probably get around some of the chaos, but up ahead you see massive crowds as well, and again, like, you hear gunshots every now and then.
Like massive crowds? Well, I have an answer for massive crowds. You want to know what that answer is?
Water.
Mm-hmm. I look over at the stewardess.
Or just run the fuck over him. We're in a fire.
Yeah, I look over at the stewardess and just say, "Can you drive?"
She says, "Yeah, I can drive."
Good.
What am I, 13?
Swap over here. Swap seats with me as we like slow down.
All right. She kind of scoots over and takes the wheel.
Yeah. Get me alongside the fire engine.
You guys, I'm sure the fire engine's kind of slowing down at least. So
Yeah.
you guys pull alongside them.
And I like point down on the window for them to like slow down or like get their window down.
Okay. And I'll see him and respond to this promptly.
Does that thing have water in it?
Huh. Well, he is right. I'm going to look over to the person to my right. Do you think you can... Do you know if the controls of this water cannon is within the cab? Can you look around?
I mean, I don't know shit about that, but I guess I'll look around, and I'm looking, so I guess logic.
I don't know how that stuff works at all.
Let me Google it.
No clue.
I'm just looking for a fucking button or something, so I guess it's logic. I mean, I'm assuming it's all laid out, but you know.
I guess there's controls for it, but there's probably somebody has to actually man like where it sprays. Like, I think they have to go up to the top of the tanker.
That's exactly what I was planning to do.
Yeah.
Equipped with ladders and mainly used to gain access to the thing. There is a... It's not very big, the residual water tank, but hoses would help solidify this, right?
Yeah.
Holding 500 to 1,000 gallons of water.
It's quite a bit.
It's probably enough to get us through here.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen what I
The
control?
quick dump valves, which is where they just release all the water they can dump 1,500 gallons of water in 45 seconds. Yeah, and when we're like slowly pulling to a stop, just say, "I'm gonna get on top. Turn that fucking hose on."
So Ghost, whoever kind of turns it on.
Yeah, and I like
Flip it.
reach over and grab onto the thing and like hop on. Door open, everything.
And the flight attendant's like kind of continuing alongside the tanker and be like, Jesus Christ, I don't know what your name is, but be careful.
I'll respond to her with be sure to drive behind us.
Stay on their ass.
Just run into the zombies you're spraying now.
All right,
Yeah, and
so
I'll get up on top of it, Bo.
so as you so you're up on top, and the ambulance kind of slows down a little bit, falls in behind the tanker, and as you get closer and closer, you realize you're going to have to kind of go up into a parking lot to get around all the stop traffic. And as you get closer and closer, you see that like in the middle of an intersection are just like a bunch of piled bodies, and then kind of surrounding them, this giant crowd seems to be people like firing into this big pile of bodies, and you hear yelling and screaming and a bunch of like just horrible stuff going on, and then they look up and they see a fire engine coming, and somebody kind of runs forward and they're like, "Hey, there's no fire here, but we got a lot of people that need help."
Yeah. We gotta call. Hey, I'm gonna yell outside. We gotta call. We gotta go. And if I gotta, and I'm a good liar, so I don't mind lying to this motherfucker. We'll send
So
some help. We gotta go.
So a couple of them like start kind of shooting pistols into the air, and then like the mass kind of goes away from this pile of corpses in the middle of the intersection and starts to kind of go towards the tanker. It starts to kind of, at first they start walking towards you, and then they start to kind of run towards the tanker.
Oh, go,
Full
go,
speed,
go,
baby.
go,
Full speed.
go, 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 go.
And spraying everything in front of us.
Yeah.
Like a 30-degree arc. That's all I need is just constant spray.
All
Use
right,
that
so
machine gun drilling.
so we have a driver and we have a sprayer. So the driver, so you're just going to put pedal to the metal, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have any qualms about potentially running down like a bunch of innocent people that just want to get out of there?
They don't look very innocent right now.
No, they don't.
These people that are running towards us, are those the quote innocent people unquote?
They are,
Oh.
but they're making sense and they talk to you and stuff, obviously.
Wait, these. Okay, there's a zombie horde running towards us, and there's also innocent people.
Right. It's kind of they've killed the zombies as far as you know. Now there might be some people that haven't shown yet, like Goldie, but most of the people running towards you, they look like they're fine. They just killed a bunch of zombies in the middle of the intersection and were like shooting their bodies with bullets. Like,
And they're coming at
pissed.
us with guns.
It's kind of like riot mob stuff going on.
Oh shit, no. They get sprayed. We'll just keep chugging, they get sprayed.
Yeah, I'm going to veer to whatever direction is away from them while still being on the road, and try to veer away from them. And if there's anyone in my immediate front, I'll slightly decelerate, but then I'm going to hunt the horse essentially.
Okay.
Just don't stop, please. Do not stop.
Nothing is going past under second gear, but I'm not going to go full speed. Unless they start shooting at us, then it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Now, I guess they want to latch onto the truck. They want to ride out of this area. They want to get the F out, because you're as far as they know, you're an image of authority and government, and that's what people trust. So I want you to do a driving check then. just because of the stress of the situation, it's going to be 2 blacks versus whatever you think your driving should be.
I don't know if I'm spraying just yet, unless.
We're going to do the driving check and the spray, just to kind of see what happens.
And this is dexterity?
I think you do dexterity or logic.
Okay.
Don't forget any positive feature.
I mean, if I can point shit out to him and give him an extra dice or something, 'cause I'm not doing shit in this side anyway.
Yeah.
Unless somebody tries to get up on the fucking, and then I'm pushing them off with the butt of the fire axe. But
absolutely, add a red for that.
Yeah, so could take an extra positive.
There you go. That's gonna help a lot.
Oh baby. Oh baby.
All
That's
right,
pretty
give yourself
good.
1 stress.
With one of those successes, can we get the ambulance through, like, as she's just like, what's that driving technique called? Where she's like literally on the bumper of the fire engine?
Drafting it.
Yeah, like right behind it.
Yeah, so not only, like, you're able to kind of weave in and out of this crowd and skirt it, and there's a couple that try to climb onto the tanker. Like, they put their foot up on, like, the guardrail or whatever, but then Ghost just kind of knocks them off.
Fuck off! Now you're not getting any help.
And the ambulance is able to kind of draft behind you and take advantage of this as well. So with those 3 successes, and you're starting to sweat a little bit with the stress, but as far as you know, there's nobody that has climbed on, and there is.
I would hope not. They're gonna meet a piss off Marine at the very top who's gonna.
There's nobody that you've ran over either, as far as you know.
That's all that mattered.
And so, let's do your 2 blacks as well for the spray at the top.
I don't think I need to spray. Like, if we got around them so well, then I don't think we need to spray. Honestly, they're away, right? They're not angry. They're not shooting at us.
You hear gunshots every once in a while, but you don't hear any bullets whizzing past your.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spray them. They're okay. The spray is for emergency purposes only, like zombie horde.
Gotcha.
Or if they're climbing on the goddamn truck.
That was a pretty resounding success. So
Yes.
Yes, it was. Like,
I'm cool with that.
Whew.
Cool with that. So, all right. So you guys kind of continue down 5th Avenue.
full speed ahead, baby.
Full speed ahead, and the stewardess is riding the bumper of this engine. Rivers is still at the top. As you get closer to downtown, you're going to see more little mobs of kind of zombies kind of shambling around. And as you get closer to downtown, there's a couple of video billboards that have like emergency broadcast signal going over top of them. And it's basically saying the same thing that you heard earlier that the Central Ohio Trauma System said. Stay indoors, yada, yada, yada. And so, let me look at my map here.
First time we played this, I made a spear out of a fucking broomstick and a knife.
He went Rambo.
Dude, man, like I had what I had on my person.
Did
man,
you first
and-
blood?
Let's see, 5th Avenue. Yeah, actually. Does that go right past the medical center?
No, but there's a Kroger there.
Oh baby!
It actually there's some medical stuff real nearby. So you're gonna turn up Mattel, you can go on to King.
Should have asked any of those guys at the intersection if they had downers when we took them with us. It's my guy, I'm fucking just. I should have put paranoid as one of my things. Straight up.
I probably,
Shit's like, bro.
if y'all didn't scream go, I probably would have stopped for them. But the second y'all did,
Bro, they got guns. Fuck them.
No, all it takes is us giving them an in. It's like, alright, you're gonna go where we want now. And then all of a sudden we're fucking looting shit. Like, nah, we got shit to do. I mean, I'm glad. It's nice and all that they're not turned yet, but we've already got enough concerns in that area. I'm not gonna bring more people on board that I gotta be fucking paranoid about.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Where we
It's
going?
pretty
Where we
much-
going? Where we going?
If someone gets on our crew with a gun and we don't have a gun, and they're not nice, then we're
taking that
in a
gun.
rough situation.
So, like, can't we just take Fifth Avenue all the way across that bridge, all the way?
Yeah. You can take it all the way there, pretty much.
Take a right on, right across that other bridge, to Olentangy River Road.
I'm gonna go a bridge too far, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking zooming past everything. You need us to stall?
No,
Here's a stall.
tasting something here.
I'm fucking extra paranoid in the truck cab there, tapping my foot on the floor. Sort of like, got like an imaginary, my head's bouncing like an imaginary tune in my head going forward, just
Man, this Google Maps is creepy.
We can see all the details.
The doctor's in with us, right? Or did he ride with...
Yeah,
I was
I think
thinking-
He's in the fire engine.
Right now, the girl is alone, which is interesting.
I'm looking
Yeah, you
back
haven't
at the
You
professor.
haven't heard from her in a while. She's in the back of the ambulance. So you guys roll down Fifth and take a right and a left and start to creep towards the medical center. And this is just a huge place. There's like the hospital, which is centrally located, but even bigger than hospital are like all these research buildings and, you know, auxiliary centers and that sort of thing. And Johann Hefeweizen kind of directs you over towards one of the buildings in particular. Almost everything seems deserted. On your way in, you passed a few like little roving bands of zombies, but as you pull forward, like it just looks ominously quiet. And there's no birds, there's nothing living or anything like that. And the professor says that up in this building, you know, I went to a conference, I did some research here. One of my colleagues like never leaves the lab. He actually sleeps there most nights. I guarantee you he's going to be there if we can make our way upstairs. As long as nothing bad happened to him.
But is he gonna be all there when we get upstairs? Sort of. If there's no like immediate danger outside the fire truck, I'm just gonna sort of like push the door with my foot kind of hard and hop out, stretch my legs a bit.
Well, hold up. This is a hospital next to a research center, right? What is? I'm gonna ask him. Is there a backdoor elevator or equipment? Pretty much an equipment elevator, exclusive in the back somewhere. They move like large samples of things.
You can drive around the area, just kind of scout it out a little bit. And as far as you can tell, no. But if you want to look further, you're going to have to get out and go on foot and look.
Okay.
To the medical center.
Yeah.
Get Goldie out of there. And I, hop off the top. And as I'm hopping off the top, I'll grab that second fire axe that would be up there and drop down. Hand that pry bar off to the professor. Say, you know how to use that, right?
I just laugh when this River says that to him. This guy don't know how to use that.
He grabs it and he says something about swinging hard.
Yeah, I just kind of shake my head and go over to the ambulance and
Oh, shit.
make sure everybody gets out. And go open the, we all kind of gather around the back door to the ambulance and open it up. Like stand around, look at each other, and then open the doors with bated breath.
So as you open the door of this ambulance, you click it open, and you see Goldie, like she has her dark hair slumped over her. She's kind of like there's a pile of bloody vomit in front of her, and you can tell that something has happened to her, and she turns towards you, and you can tell that her eyes are gone. She's aged about 100 years. She lunges out of the ambulance towards you.
Oh God! Oh God! Somebody help!
If unless she's doing something first, I'm swinging on her immediately. At the moment she lunges out.
Yeah, she's going at Rivers, but I mean, I think you guys would have opened this thing so cautiously that, I mean, and usually we want like, I think at least one person should go first.
Yeah. I mean, if it's gonna be me, I'd rather just like, as she lunges at me, just kind of like slam the door as she gets her arm out the door, like, in like an attempt to like, either her arm or her whole head or like upper body, kind of like fall back and slam the door. That way she gets stuck.
Okay.
So I'll try to use my brute strength on her.
To smash her fucking head in the door.
Kind of like a oh shit.
Do we determine what a fire axe is? Is that a large bladed or small bladed or what is
Long
it?
bladed. Large bladed.
Large bladed, yeah.
Oh, baby.
It does say a machete, so I would say a fucking fire axe is definitely a bladed object.
Yeah.
Large bladed weapon. Yeah,
Okay, so we have a little moment to think about what's happening because she's pinned, right?
Whoa, hold on.
He's got to make that roll first, or else he might be dying, or I might be killing her.
Tell me what my dice is.
I would just say probably two blacks, one, and then like maybe you're just kind of like we're in a hurry to get her out because of your reds.
Mm-hmm. So how many positive?
One base, and then what do you want to do? What do you think?
Well, I'd like to use Marine Infantryman, and next thing I want to use is Short Temper. Kind of co-opt it with Reckless.
Yep.
And just kind of like an instant kind of response, like oh shit, vibes. Like yeah, like I didn't mean to do that, but oh shit, your head's on the floor.
So at 3 black.
Yeah. Is there anything that I could get for like having multiple people there, or is that just what I'm gonna roll with?
I think that's what you're going to roll with because they're going to eventually be able to go.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 stress. All right, I've made a single bar.
Right. So she lunges out at you. You shut this thing, and you got her head and her arms. So she has the arms sticking out, and the rest of it's like against her temple. She's just like.
And
restrain her arm. Restrain her arm.
I'm cutting her fucking head off.
No, hold on. We've got her this far. We need her alive. Don't kill. What do you guys to do?
Oh, I'm not telling anybody I'm doing it. I'm just doing it.
Okay.
So, what's my rule?
You going after her?
Yeah, that's reflex, baby. Because I don't know what Rivers is doing. I see him go for the doors, but I don't know if he's gonna be quick enough. I'm going.
Oh yeah, like I go for the door and like slam up against it, and it catches her right, and then like you just instinctively go to I like this actually.
Yeah, I'm going right to the fucking decapitation. I'm not playing that game. So what is it, Dex and or what?
Yeah, so it's going to be like you're very close to her, so it's just say 1 black. You have your avid weightlifter, so maybe 2 reds.
Oh, this is definitely vitality.
And then 2. Oh, it's vitality. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 negative. I've got a positive from avid weightlifter, and I get 2 positive dice from fire axe, right? Or...
Oh, wait a second.
Oh,
wait a
yeah.
second. No. It's dexterity because dexterity is your attacking stat. Vitality is your defensive
It's
stat.
it's the same.
They're both 3.
Yeah.
So let's see. The axes are. You
Axes
add 1
are-
negative.
No, you
No,
add
I'm
2
sorry.
positive.
2 positive die plus 3 damage. Well, those are good.
Yeah. It's a 4 positive, 2 negative.
Problem is you have to be at range to use them to be engaged. So it's going to be Let me look. 2 negative. Yeah, you're right. 4 positive. 2 success.
And I don't get this stress because I got a full bar.
No, you don't get the stress. So it's going to be 2 success.
Cut head and arm off. Hey.
What's your what is it? +4?
It'd be 7 damage if he's got 3 dexterity.
7.
Yeah, three dex, 3 damage from fire axe. So.
So right. So you cut her arm off, and it rips through her head, but she's still kind of like squirming around.
Jesus Christ.
Like blood's pouring out of her. She's not completely dead. And the professor kind of sidles up to you and is like, "What the hell do you think you're doing? We need her. We need a blood sample at least."
And I push him away. Yeah, well, there's your fucking blood.
Fucking blood, you shit stain. And
Get-
like I just get sprayed with a couple of it, and like I point to my chest and it's like, "You're a fucking dick, Cody. Look at me. I'm gonna be infected now because you fucking ass."
Oh, you'll be fine. Shake it off. Take your shirt off, bare chested out for the other lady while she's still alive. Oh, and you're welcome, by the way, for saving you.
And the
Saving
professor,
who?
the professor's like rummaging through like the front of the ambulance and like your medical kit, and like brings up a couple like vials of like phlebotomy tubes.
Mm-hmm.
And he hands them to you because you seem to like know a little bit of medicine on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Here, access her external jugular vein. Get a blood draw for."
What? Okay, sure. Is she pretty much dead, or is she like?
No, she's still moving around and biting.
Well, can you at least make sure she's dead? If we're...
I'll hit her again if you guys
Like-
want. I mean,
I just tell the other people to like look away, and like I look over at Cody and say, you need to cut her right here, and I point at it.
all right, well, get your finger out of the way. And I guess we'll go for this again.
I'm not gonna make you roll
Okay,
again. Just to
okay.
kill her. So you just top of her head kind of comes off. She's still bleeding, but her neck's still intact.
Is she bleeding from the position that I need to on her carotid?
Yeah, it's her external jugular vein. So you
Yeah, I just wrap my hand in like a bit of my shirt that I ripped off beforehand and like stick it up there and fill it up and just pull it away as fast as I can.
I'm gonna walk away from that scene and like lean on my fire axe a bit. I mean, now that adrenaline's gone, I'm gonna be a bit shooken up from that. Cold sweats and just like deep breathing, feeling lightheaded.
So as you step away and lean against your axe, from around the corner of Medical Center and Drive and King, you just hear this.
Oh shit!
Around the corner, you just see dozens of zombies just kind of shambling towards you, heading your direction.
Fucking booking it. I'm booking it back to him. Fucking get the blood. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Get the blood and go. We gotta move.
Yeah, I mean, I fill it up as much as possible.
Yeah, you got your blood. You got your blood sample.
Oh yeah, and I'll just like look down at or look at everybody else and just fucking move. Come on.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
You know this place. Come on, let's go. Like grab the doctor by the arm and is like making sure everybody's following.
So you guys run headlong into the front doors of the research center, and you are in the lobby, and you shut the doors behind you.
Anything we
And-
can push in front of them, I'm doing it.
Yeah. No sooner than you do like these glass areas here, you start to see them just kind of like piled up and start pressing against it. Just hundreds of them just coming.
We gotta
coming,
go.
coming.
Fuck blocking the door. We gotta go.
So the professor, goes to like start to use the elevator, and obviously it's turned off. It's not working. There's a security station there, and all the monitors there are black and turned off. But there is a staircase that leads upwards, and the doctor's like, come on up. He's on the 6th floor.
You gonna be able to make that trip, Doc?
The security area, is there like anything of use there? Anything at all?
So you head over to the security station, and there you don't see anything of use at all. There are a couple back rooms you can go into to search further.
Yeah, I mean, I just look over at Ghost and say, hold on. We got a second. We need to see if there's guns in here.
I'm looking back at the glass, looking at him. Are you sure how much time we got? Because I don't know, buddy.
I mean, I'll kick in the door if I have to.
So all the rest of you are at the base of the stairwell. Rivers is going back into the security office to see what he can find.
I'm standing there next to security waiting for him to come back out, or whatever comes out. And if it's not Rivers, I'm out.
So Rivers busts down the door into the security office. Okay. You bust down the door. The light inside is flickering. There's like a radio or a TV turned to a news station, and it's just like static. And then every once in a while you'll hear like some screams and people talking and that sort of thing. Outside, again, occasionally you hear a gunshot far away, but it's not very close right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run in here and rummage through shit. Look for the very obvious thing. If there's a body, if there's a person, there's a gun, there's a station, there's a locker or something.
Nope. There's just like a half-eaten thing of donuts, and there's like in the back there's a door that's half ajar, and there's a restroom out in it.
Grab those donuts. I'm getting hungry.
Quickly kick the edge of the door, and then turn around and run if there's nothing in there.
And in there is on the toilet still that looks up and sees you as a security guard, and he lumbers after you.
I turn away, and does he have a gun on his belt?
He does.
Okay, I start running away, and I lead him through there, and I was like, Ghost, get ready, or Cody, get ready. Whatever comes out after me.
Oh,
hit hard.
fuck. Alright.
And so he comes, and then I give somebody the first shot before he goes.
Me.
Can I aid him in doing this, as I'm baiting it out, basically?
Absolutely.
Extra
So
dice.
just take it on.
And so am I at 2 negative, 5 positive now?
2 negative, 5 positive. Yep.
Don't fucking fail and hit me in the fucking head.
Well, I wasn't impressive, but I did succeed, so...
So you hit him, so... It's 1 success plus, what, 4? So 5?
Doesn't your dexterity get applied to damage, or is it just based upon your
No.
success level? Yeah, it's 5 damage.
Success.
Yep.
It's because it's like 4 plus 1, right?
Yep. Just 1 plus 4, but yeah. You fucking...
Does the damage of the axe apply to that at all with +2, or is that already factored in?
The axe does +4, not +2.
No, the long... Oh, that does it? Let me double check
Yes,
that.
2 positive
Large bladed melee.
3 damage, though, for long
3
blade.
damage, so it's going to be 4, actually, then.
It's gonna be 4, yeah. That's still a lot of damage. That's at least
is
a
a lot.
bar. And I don't think those things get bars.
No, I think well, it depends how you play it. It's kind of vague in the rules, but I don't think it makes very much sense. I think it just makes more sense to do straight hit points. So you hit him. So this axe kind of goes across his chest, maybe severs an arm. Some blood starts to spill out. It's still kind of maroon and red and fairly human looking at this point. Then he reaches for you and grabs for your throat and tries to squeeze.
He's gotta try to get there first.
What's that?
He's gotta actually hit him first.
Yeah, he's got him. He goes for his throat, I should say. So feels no pain, relentless pursuit, single-minded. Oh yes, +1 physical resistance. It won't die.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, so I'm just going to give myself 2 reds for he feels no pain, and then 1 since he's at kind of short distance from you. So it's going to be dexterity. Straight up whiff.
Thank God.
So he just misses you. He reaches for your throat, shambling, and misses.
He's not paying attention to me, right?
Nope.
Fucking grab his pistol.
Alright, that's your quick action.
And I just put it underneath his jaw and just fucking pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do that.
End his life. Save my life.
Alright, so pistols do... pistol... 1 positive
Pistol
damage.
is one positive die.
3 damage.
Plus 3.
Yep.
Okay, so what's my base here?
Well, I'd say it's be an extra because you're point blank on.
Mm-hmm.
And then then another extra because you are trained in firearms because you're military.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe give yourself a reckless as well.
Okay, so I'm at 4 right now.
I'm trying to figure out where this kidney thing's going to come in.
It's used for like if I were drinking alcohol and stuff like that. Well, I didn't. Because I mean, your day-to-day function is missing kidneys. Now, it would if I like drank some poison or some motor oil or something. Yeah, that fucking I should feel that shit.
Or if you had like a period going without water or something like that, your renal function is not going to be good. Okay, you can roll it up.
Just 1 negative. Or what's my negative? 2.
It's 2 blanks. Okay.
Ooh. Boy.
Good word, boy.
So 5. 4. That's what 5 damage minus
5
4. It's
damage.
another 4. And give yourself a stress there.
I don't take it because the bar.
So you blow this guy's head off almost. What's left is just a mouth. He's still just kind of like his teeth are chattering at Ghost's neck. And
What the fuck?
the stewardess and the professor are like, oh God, kill it!
Is he going again, or is it me?
Fast needs to go, right?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please, do something.
If he's standing at this point, I'd kick him in the stomach to try to knock him down.
All right.
So any fister like that is +1 damage and no negative or minor. I assume it's a beer bottle / no, because it's an doesn't have.
What do you have?
I took I took small improvised as melee as last time. That's what I just have in. Let me look at the stats for fist.
Punches and kicks are just damage, just like what your damage is.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
1 positive, no negative.
Yeah,
No.
there's only There has to be a negative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There has been.
Like you're really close to the guy too. I'd
There's
say
three of us on it too.
Yeah. Why don't you do 3 positive and 1 negative?
Alright.
So that's enough. So you kick him down, and as he falls, his jaw just smashes against the floor and is shattered. And you don't take any stress for that. And he's gone. And as you do that, you hear this glass start to break,
Up the stairs right now.
and they just start to stream in after you guys.
Did you, hopefully as a reflex, as we begin to take off, did you drop your axe to get the gun, or you still have it?
I assumed that I would have just like I'm like front handing the axe, but I mean I'll toss it to you if you want.
Yeah,
I'll grab-
I'll signal it to you.
I'll grab his spare magazines if I can, Bo, if that's something that I can do.
Yeah, you can grab him off his belt real quick.
Yep, and then skedaddle up the stairs and fucking toss a bunch of shit down the stairs if we can find it.
Any potted plants or anything that's on the way up, we're throwing them down in front of the
Anything.
stairs. Like if they're
Yeah,
big.
Negotiate.
There's not much up the steps. There's like a trash can that you throw down the steps as you go up there, and like the stewardess is like, "Oh my god, they're gonna eat us! They're gonna eat us!"
Anyone who falls will do just fine in the same capacity too, as long as they're not one of us.
Ghost is probably like slit the stewardess's Achilles, leave her for the dead.
I'm pretty fucked up. I basically just killed 2 people in my mind, so.
I blew a motherfucker's head off. How do you think I feel?
I don't know, dude.
Anyway,
So you go up flight after flight of steps, and you get to the 6th floor, and you're pretty tired, and it's completely and totally locked.
Fuck that. We'll see how long it's locked for.
I have a gun that says otherwise.
So you gonna blow it open, or are you gonna wait a little?
No.
Please, no.
If I have to, that's the emergency, Bo. If I have to, I'm just gonna use the gun to utility open it, shooting the lock. But can we just try to like shoulder brush it, like me and another dude?
We'll all
the big
fucking
dude.
do it. Let's go. We've all got the same amount of strength. Don't worry, you got 4 strength.
You can do it. This is a hospital door. This is big. Like, okay, you can do it.
You lead Rivers and we assist, maybe?
Yeah, that's something to assist.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 assists. This is a heavy door. It's gonna be 4 blacks.
Let's go.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
This is one of those security doors, like on a like. I don't know if you've been in a hospital, like the doors, like on L&D and stuff. It's like multiple.
They have, like,
Holy
raised
shit.
stuff for
Just
you.
push,
hard.
man,
You're not
it's
just gonna
fun.
bash in. So yeah,
I mean, I'm taking 4 negative dice. There's no way. Like, I might gain like 6 stress off this.
Just shoot it then. Let's go.
Is it locked? Are we on the inside or the outside of the door?
Outside.
oh, you're not gonna gain 6 stress. The most you could get would be 4. Everything sucks.
Mhm.
Okay, so how much positive dice am I gonna get?
Well, let's say 1 baseline. I'd say 1 because you're a big guy, right? And then you have 2 people behind you. 4.
It's either that or shoot it, my man, because we ain't got no other options.
Well,
You can take the strength. You can take the strength to push it up.
my specific MOS is infantry assaultman, and we did breachers course. So can I add my figure in? Sweet. All right.
5 versus 4.
And I will push myself for a stress, and it is positive or black.
No.
All you had to do was believe.
Yeah. So how do we just get this?
Breaking up a little bit. What's that?
Let me. change my energy.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out of chat and hop back in because I'm getting like Transformer voices from everybody.
Yeah, Ghost sounds
Oh,
pretty good.
nope, you're back normal now. Okay, I'll wait then.
Yeah, you were sounding good. I think Rivers was the only one for me.
Oh, I'll get this Resident Evil zombie off the screen. Can't take it, having flashbacks. I'm losing my mind. I had, as an aside while he's doing his internet up,
You
I
hear
was...
me?
Oh, never mind,
Yeah.
there he is.
Do you hear me?
Yep,
Yeah, I can hear you.
hear you.
Okay. So how do we bust this door?
So you,
Do we,
you
with
busted
two
it.
successes, can we not break the door?
I think
Like where the door, not the locking mechanism, but like the door itself.
we tore that bitch off his hinges with 2 successes, boy. High five.
No. I think you kind of break it open, but like the door itself is integrity maintained. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, like the integrity's maintained. We might have to put some shit in front of it, but you know, I get on the other side and I start slam up against the other side of the door. I have like I might have like this big ass bruise on my shoulder, and they threw their weight in too, but I took like the brunt of it, and I just say like as I slam up against the door with the professor is like, go get everything you can find here now. Anything heavy. Look over at the stewardess like, everything heavy.
She like
Shit.
goes into the hallway. There's like a few desks and stuff like that. She starts to kind of heave ho and tries to put them in front of the door.
I mean, like, me and the professor, because we're weighty, we could just slam up against it and they can go grab everything. Like,
Yeah, I think you have a minute to catch your breath at least to figure this out.
don't stop, man. This is what stress is for. You stop. Just fucking keep going. What are you talking about? If we stop, we die.
I fucking vomit, pent up this, because I've been wanting to throw up since that dude almost bit my fucking neck out, but needs must.
So you find yourself like in you come through this door, and down to your left and right are like really long hallways. They kind of wrap around the corner at each end. In front of you are a lot of different rooms. I don't know if they use it for like consultation rooms or whatnot, but all those doors are shut. You don't know where they lead, and but unfortunately, from around both sides of the hallway come two like figures in lab coats that start shuffling towards you.
Pistol raised, shoot one. Doesn't matter. Just raise, boom.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna look over at him and say, "What are you doing?"
They're shuffling towards us. Fucking fire. I mean,
It's
they
loud.
I know it's loud, but I don't care. I'm used to that.
One black, two red.
2 red, and we're looking at 1 from the training. That's it. They look all My question here is if they look like the same kind of dudes, right?
Yeah.
Raggedy face.
They look like they're 90 years old.
Okay. Blam. That is 4 damage.
Let's see here.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot a dice.
Just don't worry about it. It's hard to figure out.
That's 2 successes goes over, right? Yeah.
It's over. Didn't match up with any of the negative. Nope. All right. So that'd be what? How many damage?
5 now.
5, and then 1 resistance. was trying to find here.
Never at like down the hallway or like wherever.
Yeah, like 15 yards away. Both of them are that. Maybe a little longer. You know, like I didn't know until recently that I can just duplicate these so that.
Wow, Bo. Wow, Bo. We need to have a sit down and like go through all of Roll20's features.
I'm gonna have my axe at the ready for whenever they start getting closer.
That guy looks yummy.
Hope that they slip in my vomit.
I'm just gonna put these guys out so I can keep track of them.
Oh boy, there's 3 of them.
So I'm just gonna say you're going after this one here.
Oh, 4 of them.
So is there a okay? So this one character sheet. So he took how many damage?
5.
Did you do? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys all go first.
I mean, I got an axe. I'm waiting for them to get in range. Unless, shit. I'm trying to think of something else I could do here that'd be useful. Is there anything I can push over that maybe they'd have to climb over to get to us? Maybe get them to where they're at disadvantageous position?
You could grab a medical cart somewhere nearby, like the stuff that we brought over to like help block the door.
If there's a
Just roll
medical cart, yeah, I might do that.
Like take off running towards them.
You can take the stuff that's in front of the door and move it to the hallway.
I mean, if there's a medical cart nearby that's not blocking the
This is a medical
door.
facility. Like this is a medical facility. There should be medical carts in the hallway.
It's a research
right?
facility.
It's a research facility, yeah.
That's why that's what I'm saying. There's anything that is not we're not using as a barricade because I'd rather deal with these 4 than deal with the 4,000 coming up the stairs.
In this hallway, there's not. There might be in some of these rooms and go in.
Well, I'm just readying up for when everyone gets close to me, I guess, because I'm not throwing shit or doing anything else. So.
You're not gonna rush forward or anything.
Is there a
them.
way around these people?
Not without them getting an attack in.
Alright. Well, are they beyond 40 meters out?
No.
So.
15 to 20 yards.
So I've got a question. In my equipment, this is assuming I still even have this bag of my carry-on stuff. I put toiletries. Now, would I happen to have any kind of shampoos or anything like that? Body wash, anything?
I think you kind of booked it out. I don't think you stopped to get your carry on.
Okay. Okay, well then no.
You lowered your shoulder and ran over women and children.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, go ahead, Spaz. I'm just gonna
You
wait.
can just wait for them all to get within range and like let Rivers take another.
I am. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, Spaz, whatever you want to do, man. I'm waiting.
How many shots does it look like he can get off before they're on top of us?
One more.
One more? Oh wow, I'm going to engage the nearest one to the side.
You're really close then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not like I think I'm describing this wrong. And don't look at the pictures. These zombies, like, this is like the first day of this, and they're not that.
They're fast walking.
Awful yet. Yeah.
It's not like a shamble.
They're not like World War Z leaping around zombies, but they're faster like the Walking Dead
A
ones.
brisk pace.
Okay.
Right.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to get to a side of the wall where hopefully the other 3 are near one of them, and I want to kite the zombie and then try to slam the axe down on his head as he's coming to me. Trying to stay out of reach as far as I can.
All right. So, let's see here. marksman, bad knees, nothing that really helps. But good tactics and RP, I'll give you 2 reds versus 1 black.
Could I get a bonus one because I chop wood for fire semi-regularly? By that I mean probably twice a year when I do a lot of it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Put woodsman on your sheet next time. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, you didn't add the you only have 1 red in there.
How many did you say?
2.
You need to stop speaking in blacks and reds and speak in positive or negative.
Yeah, 2 positive, 2 negative. Or
Oh,
1
okay.
negative. I'm sorry. 1 negative, 2 positive.
All right.
Because reds are negative, I'm pretty sure. Not positive. Yeah.
So you skirt along the wall on the side of this thing and try to swing at it. But the situation's just too much. You swing and miss.
All right.
And Ghost was waiting, and then and Rivers is gonna shoot again. Guessing you're going after the same one that you went for earlier.
What are you talking about? Like, Ghost needs to go. I think.
No, I'm waiting for them to get in range. I'm not charging.
Okay.
I'm staying around everybody else. I'm expecting the fat fuck professor to help us whenever and this
Or
starts
is it
getting
2
real.
negative? Whatever it is. Let me look. Okay, it's 1, yeah. Boom, 4 damage.
4 minus 3. This one, 3. Hmm. 2, 3. So you shoot him again. Slows down a little bit, but doesn't stop him. And
Wow, these guys have been shot twice.
at this point, they're engaged, and it's your turn again. And this turn, at the end of this one, they're going to be able to attack.
Same one. Five damage.
Put him down. Take him down.
That's enough to get that one. So, cinematically, as they close, Rivers, for one last shot, levels his weapon at this guy's head, point blank, pulls the trigger. His head just explodes against the wall. Brain matter everywhere. And whoever's up next.
I guess I'll do it.
Oh, well, Rick actually moved into range with one of them, so, like, he probably went down, because they come in from opposite sides, right? He probably went to the one that I was shooting at, or on that side, and attacked the other one. That way he isn't surrounded by 2 dudes, because he would have had 2 rounds of being attacked.
Yeah. So there's one left on that side where Rick is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rick can go.
Alright. So same as last time, except I had 2 positive for the weapon, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's
Well,
2 positive.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot that last time. That's okay. And for large bladed melee,
Plus
that'd
4.
be 3 damage.
No, plus 3, yeah, plus 3.
So 5.
That's me increased it.
4 damage.
Oh, it's 4 damage?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
four.
they have resistance to physical,
Okay.
so knock one off.
So Rivers went. Spass. No, it's your turn, Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's one engaged with me now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Different one than the one Spass hit, or it could be the same one. So
mm,
whichever one you want to go for.
it's probably. I'm assuming that like they're coming at us from either end of the hall. One's
Different
down.
directions.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming so. That I'm thinking that the two went that way where Spaz is, and one went my way. So I'm gonna. I guess I'll tie up the one that's fighting me and just fucking bang with him for a bit. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and swing axe. So 4 positive, 2 negative.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 1 stress.
Take 1 stress. And that's let me see here. What's your weapon damage there? It's 4.
Yep.
3?
3 from that.
6.
Yep.
So he takes 5.
It's pretty good from one swing.
Yeah, not good enough.
If you do that again, though, he'd be down.
Now it's the gunner's turn.
Zombie's turn.
Yep.
Oh,
Time to get
Yeah,
fucked up.
Two NPCs aren't doing much.
Pieces of shit.
So the one close to Spass is gonna go forward, go for your throat.
my throat is vulnerable.
Okay, negative. So you're going to take overall. You're going to take 3 stress, but I think you have resistance, right?
To which, I guess this would be physical.
Yeah, physical.
Stress would put me into 2.
All right, so take those.
All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it. It's basically going to be kind of the same attack, just a mob attack on all 3 of you guys. So this one will be ghosts.
Oh, I didn't get to go on that round because it would have been because they both got an attack, right? Mine was at range because they had to move in to attack, right?
Oh, you didn't want to just shoot the gun? I thought you shot him.
I did, but that you said I would.
That was the first. No, you had the 2 shots, and then the third one was the one you
Okay,
blew his
whatever.
head off.
Whatever.
How much stress?
So that would be 3 total.
That puts me into 3 territory. 3 total before the resistance?
Yeah, before your resistance.
Alright, so I'm at this 2, and it puts me into 3.
And then this would be Rivers.
There's 3 of them. I thought one of them was dead.
Yeah, there was 4 total. You killed one of them.
Oh, one of them disappeared on the main screen is why. Because there were 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It means he's behind us.
No,
You
there
killed- you
were
killed-
2 in
there-
each.
There were 2 in each.
I'm
hallway.
saying my damage. Saying my damage.
Oh, so that'd be 3 damage total minus whatever your resistance is.
And what's my resistance?
It's on your stress.
Oh,
you're
stress.
going to be 1.
Well, I'll take 2, so I fill up the bar.
So now you have 2 resistance, which is good. You actually have a little bit harder to kill as this goes along. All right, now your guy's turn again.
All right, did I go first or did?
It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing to the same person. If no one wants to go before me, so I just roll.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
That'll be.
So it's that 3, so 5, it's 4 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're getting there. So you hit him again with your axe, chop off one of his arms. Continues to go forward, kind of reaches for you. As you swing your axe, like he's kind of, his weight's on you. You can kind of feel his breath on your neck.
Yeah, well, I'll go next, and I'll just shoot the one that he just cleaved. Even though I've got a target in front of me, I don't care.
You spin around. He's on your pal, and you get a point blank, so you have an extra kind of.
Mm-hmm. I assume it's the same dice pool.
Yeah, same one as the last.
That is 6 damage, my friend.
So Spaz like swings it, hits this guy, and he has like this axe handle as it's still pressed on him, and you can see like a metal gun barrel kind of enter your vision on the left side, and you just hear a deafening just like pop, and he's just zombie's not there anymore.
Ears ring. Blows his entire body away. It's like the Men in Black pistol.
Your ears are ringing.
Oh, that's a terrible
Everybody's
thing.
shell shocked because that would have been right in his fucking ear, just purposely right. Because he's the one who made a comment about it, just right in his ear. He's like holding his ear, like, "Oh, you fucking."
Maybe you get another negative dice next time or something.
Yeah,
Tinnitus.
Sometimes I was shot here. Yeah, fucking shell shock. Just goddamn it.
Gonna become the guy from Black Hawk Down.
All right, Ghost, you're up.
I mean, I got it. I'm getting this fucker off me one way or the other, I hope. So let's go. Yelling at the professor. Any fucking time you want to jump in. He's kind of being a scumbag, standing there with a goddamn tire iron doing nothing. 4.
No, he has a large improvised weapon.
Oh wait, no. So wait, 3. So what? Let him make him get in
4.
there. Is it? So it's my.
It's 4 damage.
Yeah.
You already hit him once too, didn't you?
I did. For 5.
Oh yeah, he's about gone.
I'm 1 away.
Count my bullets, by the way.
You shot 4 times. I can count.
I can count.
Yeah. So you whack him with your axe, and actually, like you cleave into his hip, and he falls into you. He falls into you, and his flesh, like you grip him to push him away, and you find like his flesh just kind of tears apart.
Oh god.
You're actually like pushing him away, like grasping his humerus.
Oh god.
Willpower.
Now he just takes his teeth and just goes right for your face. So
Don't get bit.
Man,
'Cause you die if you get bit.
it ain't up to me. It's up to these fucking dice, man.
It's up to the dice.
Told you, man. These dice.
So 3. So you want to take what?
1. I have
1.
2 bar full.
You take 1.
Mhm.
So he grabs, like he bites off the tip of your nose.
Motherfucker!
You just start to bleed down it. Like you can taste that salty blood taste in your mouth. And the other one turns towards that gunshot and lunges at Rivers.
Uh,
Oh, baby.
So that's 3, 4, 4 stress minus whatever. 4. You have 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are fucking really tough.
They're just normal zombies.
We just ain't getting it done.
The game is, if you follow the rules, they're actually tough. All right. So where does he bite you?
Hey, does it have to be bites? Can it be other things?
No,
Like,
it's a bite. I'm not going to screw you guys over. It's a bite.
I don't care, the arm, I guess.
say the no.
Yeah, he like just bites in, just takes a chunk out of the flesh, and his teeth continue to work. His maw continues to gape, and it just falls out the side of his mouth. And he just continues to gnash away. And your turn.
What's that about? Don't get bitter, you die? See you in hell,
Just don't like-
Rivers.
I really don't like that they instantly can just bite you, and that's their attack. But, like, oh well.
That's all they got, man.
They have
You don't
mitts.
even know if it. You don't know if it even
I
affects you.
know, but, like, people don't just run at people and just, like, head dive and bite them. That's not how...
They're not people.
It doesn't matter. That's how anatomy
Have you ever seen anybody on PCP? Yes, they do.
That zombie guy, man, from fucking Florida.
Same as the first. Point shoot. Five damage.
And you're shooting at the one that just bit you or whatever.
The only one standing.
Mine's still
2
standing.
left. Yeah, there's 2 left.
Yeah.
I'll shoot at Ghost.
There's one on each of you right now.
Yeah, Ghost is dead.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm not dead. The one I was fighting is dead.
I said
Spez-
Ghost as in
Spez-
Pearl
he
is
thought you
dead.
shot me. Oh shit, he got bit.
How many damage is that one?
It is.
5.
Yep.
That one should be down, according to what you said last turn.
Yeah.
But I want to wait to see if Ghost can take him down before I swing and maybe hit him. I don't know if there's a mechanic like that in the game.
I mean, we all act together. So I mean, it's whoever goes first. If you want to wait on me, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I'd like to wait on you.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, I think the one that's left has no hit on it yet. All right.
Let's get banging. That's okay. That'll do
Yeah,
for
no
a
stress.
start.
So 3, 4 is 3. All right.
If I fail, is there a chance of hitting Ghost?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna swing right as the back of his spine then. Maneuver myself behind him.
Swing right in the back of Ghost's spine.
Yeah. Yeah.
4,
It's 5.
5. Oh, is it? Yeah, true. Fair enough.
Yep.
He's got 4, doesn't he, for strength?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
All right, he's got one. He's
No,
got
that's
5.
great.
He's got 5 left.
Never the spine. He can't walk. I hope not. It'd be terrifying if he could.
Oh, he's still fucking crawl, I'm sure.
It's his turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's he on? He's on Ghost, right?
He's on
No,
Rivers
it's on me.
Right.
with 2 X's in his back. It's fucking nuts.
Like I said, way too fucking strong.
Maybe we're just too weak. Maybe we.
We also went 5 strength, became
Okay.
big bodybuilders.
They're
So
scientists.
That's 3. That's 4.
These are like security
minus.
guards.
4 minus your resistance.
2. I go up to 3. 3 and 2. Oh no, I'm filling up my last track now.
Oh fuck.
Because these things are fair.
All right, your turn.
Gun. I have 4 damage. Probably does nothing.
4.
Right next to the ear of River.
Right now. Yeah, I think he's almost dead, but not quite, technically. 2, 3, 4.
I'll take a try.
Yeah.
Oh, final strike.
Yep, he has 1 left.
Hey! Hey! That's pretty good.
Mindless zombie.
So River's just covered in blood. Both arms have chunks taken out of them.
Well, he was eating one arm. Why would he bite the other arm? He could just keep continuing to eat
Eating
the
all
same arm.
He has a good he has a good biceps to work on. You're right. And Spas comes up from behind him and just like lops the guy's head off finally. And you guys are sitting here bleeding in this hallway, and the professor and the stewardess are just kind of cowered in the corner still. They're totally covered in blood, trying to figure out what the hell to do. And both of you guys are bit. You don't know what that means exactly.
I'm grasping at the air where the point of my nose used to be.
You
Why
take
can't-
you gonna take an injury then, or trauma?
Yes,
Alright,
I
will
will.
die if I don't.
I'll take one as well. I'm getting there. So I'll take. That would just remove all stress, correct?
No, it just takes one of your bars away.
Okay, so is there a point to doing it if you? Would it take up just three of the?
No, it takes up 1.
Oh, 1.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. What's
Bo has to. Well, it's the entire bar, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like the entire 3 bar or 2 bar or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
And so your first one is just going to be like the, see how he says, like on Rivers, it says, I don't know if you guys can all see it, says bitten arm.
No, they can't see any
No,
of
I
my
can't.
stuff.
Yeah, we can't see other people's character sheets.
I'm just going to change it so you can see.
Can we, would a makeshift tourniquet do anything?
No, we have to take a full day to get rid of traumas, especially if they're just like minuscule. But these are probably 1 week or even more.
Yeah, you have to, in order, you can temporize them, you can take like 5 minutes to look each other over, and then like try to do some things to temporize them a little bit, but I don't even think you guys have that much time.
No, we gotta get moving. But the whole step of I'm gonna be shit talking the fuck out of both of them for doing nothing. Not you guys, the fucking NPCs, the stewardess and the professor, for doing nothing.
I don't think I expected them to do anything.
Look, you guys both got military training, right? But I don't, and I picked up the fucking axe. They have no excuse. So
Yeah.
there's no excuse. I'm talking mad shit the whole walk to wherever we're going. I don't even care what they think about me.
Good.
Bad mouth the entire way, calling him, asking him what kind of fucking man he is. Asking her where's all that composure that stewardess is supposed to have. Like I'm not quite unhinged, but I'm fucking getting there. And I'm not sure what level of trauma I'll take to drop these bars out of the 3.
Bo decides the level of the trauma,
Okay.
but I just put samples in mine if Bo wants to see it, and if you guys
Yeah, I
want to see it.
I think I saw that bitten arm. That's fine.
Bitten arm only increases 1. I took 2. Bitten arm and to the bone.
To the bone.
Mm.
Bone.
A bitten nose, I guess.
Can't smell anything.
I don't know. I already have bad ankle and traumas, so I don't know how that's gonna apply.
Lost your Jewness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emergency rhinoplasty.
We ain't got no fucking time.
No,
Mhm.
you had emergency rhinoplasty.
So you guys, as you finish off this last one, you're obviously in pretty bad shape. And as you do that, like that door that you locked, like you can hear them behind it, and that door starts to like heave, and it's time to go. And so the professor's like, kind of follow me. We're almost there. We're almost there. And he runs down the hall, like one of the directions that the zombies came from. He turns left, and you come to another door. And this door, like there's like a security, like a key card. Like if you work there, you'd swipe it, right?
Mhm.
And he's like, when I was at the conference, you could get in here, but I don't have a way to get up there.
Oh
right now."
my fucking god.
Which, I just go running down the hallway to one of the lab coat guys.
Good thinking. So you go there. He has an ID badge on.
I grab like 3 of them if I can find them, and just fucking go.
So you go and you swipe it, and you're able to like open this door. It's like and like there's a sound, and there's a stairwell. You can go up the stairwell. At the top of it, there's actually kind of a clean looking light, and you can hear voices.
Yeah, we're fucking going upstairs. Like, we all get in there, we shut the door. Like, I get the scene of like running down the hallway, and then like the door opens up and they come like sauntering down the hallway after me, and I'm like, oh shit, and come back with the same. No, I like it better if it's just a single card. It's like, I fucking hope this works.
Tink.
Tink. And then we get into the stairwell and shut it, and just as like faces appear, and this is like a mechanical door, and like they ain't busting through this.
Right. They're not coming through that door.
My god, she's huge.
I
Just put her in the doorway. They would have never opened it.
Yeah.
Just grabbing generic it off the internet. Lab. So you guys go up the steps, and what you see up there are like there's like a bunch of doctors at work. They're like have all these machines running. Most of the people seem a little bit nervous. They're moving very quickly, but they seem quite competent. And then as soon as you go up those steps, like 2 armed guards swing automatic rifles at your chest. They're like, hands in the air! Stop! On the ground!
Oh, fuck off.
You're all
Bang.
bloody and shit. Yeah.
Just calm down, everyone. Good lord.
So you stop or whatever, I'm guessing. And they obviously look at you, and they see that you're not one of them, and that you're in really bad shape. And so one of the guards is actually like, medic, get over here, take care of these men. And like a few like kind of EMS guys that are pretty badly beaten up as well. Not as badly as you guys, but like there's bruises on them, and one of them has a bite on his forehead. They start to bandage up, Rivers's arm, and like take a look at Spass's face and stuff, and they're like, how'd you guys get here? You know, what are you doing?
This
Fucking
shipper
dying.
says that he wants. This shipper says he wants to fucking find a cure or something. Well, his fucking cure got our fucking head chopped off.
But then Johan kind of stands up and says, "But we have, I think, what they need." And then there's you can hear a voice from across the lab, and you hear like this guy go, "Is that Johan? Johan Hefeweizen?" And it's like, "Yes, it is. Is this the good Professor Dirk?" And they come like it's like a big embrace of like two fat, sweaty guys that both have white hair and white beards.
Dirk Diggler.
And
Dickelberg.
he kind of tells the story about like what's been going on and what they've been through to get there, and gives them this sample. And he says that like they've sent lots of sorties out, but they haven't been able to get any blood because it's just like everything that's going on. And you overhear some hushed conversation about the nano pathogen and that sort of thing. And then you hear Johan says something about certain frequencies of UV rays he thinks probably activated it. And then they turn to Rivers and Cody and say, "Don't worry if you've been bitten. It's only true in the movies."
I'm just fucking like staring out into space.
He doesn't have a fucking nose anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just like dead stare, like I haven't spoken to anybody since when we came up the stairs.
So you guys have at least a half hour to get patched up and that sort of thing, and talk amongst yourself as the sample's handed off, and it's placed in some sort of like DNA amplifier that grows this thing out that's causing all the issues. And eventually you find out some really crazy information. They start, without telling you what exactly is going on, all the guards start ushering all the scientists and you like out of that lab up through an emergency access way up into the roof. And they're like, there have been some developments. This is not going to end well.
Like what?
One of the guards is like, his voice is quivering. And he says, "We don't have to worry about the Russians or the Chinese. You'll know what I'm talking about when we get to the roof and get out of here." And as you guys filter up to the roof, all like bloodied and beaten, you go to the skyline of Columbus, and there's like a helicopter there on the roof, and it's loading up some of the medical personnel. That helicopter leaves. Another one comes down, and as you exit the roof and you look up at the sky, you're seeing with this ginormous thing over the city of Columbus.
What the fuck?
And
Did we just get captured by aliens? We just got captured by aliens.
No.
And it says, "Get in the chopper, we gotta get out of here."
Does the helicopter go
Come
to
on!
the UFO?
Nope. And that's where it fades.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Alien.
It's
District
the first
9.
phase. It's the first phase of the attack.
I take my axe and slam it in my fucking skull.
I mean, why do that? I have a pistol.
So basically,
Don't
the
waste the
idea is
bullet.
that these extraterrestrials kind of seeded the planet with all these things that would be activated at a certain time, and it would thin out the population, and now they're coming to finish them off.
We should have listened to Tet, fucking body snatchers. He was right all along. He was gonna tell us, he just didn't have time. He was too drunk.
And that's it. That's all I have time for tonight.
Alright.
God
Stop the
damn it.
recording there.